Oh, hi, Yudi. Oh, hi, Yudi. Okay, let me quickly get the notifications out. And then we will do. I will do my best to give a quick recap of where we left off in the first session and the second session, and then we will just jump straight back into it. Based on how much content I can see we're missing, it's probably going to be another 3 hour stream, so we'll keep tugging. I'm pretty confident we'll actually get to the end of the game this time, so fingers crossed. Life finishing, interrogation files, port, Landsend, Vtuber, then the link, and we need the thumbnail. Hello, Ethan. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Good morning. Okay. Where's my thumbnail? Why is it always such a chore to find it? The one with. Okay. No, I still don't. Uh, nope. Yes. There we go. There we go. Perfect. It would be funny if I accidentally linked just a completely unrelated video, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be that. Uh, now live. That's little boxes. Let's finish this game. There we go. Okay. That's the notifications. Good job, me. Good job. Okay. Where's OBS? Hello, Single. Hello, Vince. How are you doing? How are you doing this morning? What happened was good. Don't worry, we will get to the recap. We will get to the recap. I'm just gonna give it another few moments. For now, I will just tell you about what I made for lunch. It's. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple things in the fridge that were about to go bad, so I just kind of made beef and broccoli and onion stir fry to just get them out of the fridge before they go bad. But it still turned out good. It still turned out good. I also made some Korean instant noodles as like a starch. We like starches for each meal in this household. Gotta be pasta or noodles or breads or patat. Gotta choose at least one. Otherwise, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I'm good. My interview went well. Congratulations, Vince. Congratulations. I hope you get the job. So, does anybody have any exciting plans for the weekend? You going anywhere? Doing anything? Doing anyone? See, have I been doing. No, yesterday was just a really busy day, I guess. But I don't feel like I ended up doing all that much in the end. Just streaming and cleaning, and I cooked lunch. At least I didn't have to cook dinner. I'm glad my husband did that actually. I was pretty fucking tired by the time I got into bed. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, friendly reminder that tomorrow is the karaoke stream. I am not a good singer, so if you click on that, you've already been given the disclaimer. Uh, as with all karaoke streams, it is not archived. It is not archived. We are not allowed to archive music streams because of copyright. They will get struck, and then they will take the channel down with them. That's why. So, if for some reason you want to record it or you want to rewatch the stream, you are going to either have to find someone to record it for you or you'll have to record a copy yourself and watch it later. However, you figure out how to do that, okay? I just, yeah, that's your forewarning. That's your forewarning for that. So figure out what to do in advance if for whatever reason you want a copy of that. Hello, Jay. How are you doing this morning? Okay, that's your guys' responsibility. I may make a private recording, but I will never upload it. That's just to listen back and check for future issues to work on. That's all. Ah, and we will be using Carafun. So I do have a preset list of things to sing, but I might also take some requests during the stream. And the catch is that the song has to be on Carafun, and also it can't be like a very inappropriate song. Yeah, House Dad, he's been doing good. He's been doing good. He's been doing good. Mm-mm. Uh, Nothing weird happening to him lately. He had fun with his community race thing yesterday. I hear he got second place. Second place. So that's a big W. That's a big W. Okay, let's get into the recap. I am sorry for how scuffed this is going to be. Okay, let's start from the top. Okay, so the crime. This is a detective investigation game with like FMVs for the story. There's also like evidence and stuff. We'll go through that. We'll go through that also. So the first character we were introduced to is Caleb. However, he sometimes he's wearing his beanie and sometimes he's not, and it seems like he might have like a split personality of some sort going on because he seems to be Caleb when he has the beanie on, but when the beanie is off, he seems to be someone named Colby. And he also has a brother who we haven't seen as of yet. So, but honestly, I don't think that's super related to the story at this point. Uh, Caleb has implied that there's some sort of cult like behavior going on in the town where the crime took place. And so the crime was there was 5 young adults in one of their parents' unused homes, like a vacation home sort of thing, all right? And there was a fire and 4 of them died. And one did survive, and the police officer said that the one who survived looked dead. So their injuries must have been pretty bad, right? However, the person who survived was Heather. And as we can see in the videos, she doesn't look very injured. So that's a little strange. But going back a bit, our second suspect is Lieutenant Colton, who was the police officer that first responded to the scene of the crime. And it turns out that 15 years prior, I believe, his niece Jessie died in an incident that was very similar to the crime that just took place. She also died at a house party with a fire. I think that one, though, had about 30 people in attendance instead of just 5. It's not clear how many actually died, only that Jessie for sure died. So if he has a motive, it could be that. Or he could have killed both his niece and these people. We don't know. And then there is the main witness in the case who called it in, and that is Mrs. Ruth. I can't remember her last name. She's an old lady. She's very familiar with the town and the families who live there. She even knows the police officers who are questioning her's families. Uh, she also runs like a magic shop, and she knows a lot about the occult and magic and spells. Hello, Hell's VIP section. Hello, Arda. How are you doing tonight? Okay. She saw Caleb at the house where the crime took place, but she didn't see him inside the house. She only saw him walking around the house. So she didn't actually see him inside. However, she also saw inside the house, she saw a face. A pale face with long hair. And this is a composite sketch of the face she saw in the window. She saw this face looking back at her through the window before it disappeared back inside the house. So we know Caleb was not seen inside the house, but this face was. And who does this face resemble? Resembles Heather very heavily. And our final witness that we unlocked before I turned off the last stream was Natalie. Supposedly Natalie is kind of this isn't she's like the neighborhood hussy, okay? That's her role. That's what Mrs. Ruth said. She called her like a hussy. Said she's been having an affair with a man in the neighborhood. I think it was one of the girls who died's fathers that she was having an affair with. And that's where we stopped off last night. Singing, we're doing the karaoke tomorrow. When is Cuxim? I still don't know what Cuxim is. So we are going to hop in by watching Natalie's first few interrogation videos. And then we are going to start, we're going to hit search video and we're going to start searching keywords. So if anything pops out at you during these videos and you're just like, well, that might lead to something, you just type the keyword in chat and then we'll look it up afterwards, okay? we're pretty much starting fresh. Since we have almost nothing unlocked for Heather or Natalie, we can search anything again, okay? Alright, let's get to it.
Good evening, officers. I hope this won't take long. As you know, Rick, I'm going to be seen at the club again in a few hours.
Oh, yeah, she also sings at a club.
Well, we just need to ask you
Just a sec. I'm going to turn that up a bit because that's kind of quiet.
questions. As you know, there have been a set of murders at the house next to yours. We now have all of our main suspects in custody for questioning here.
I'm a suspect.
2x4?
As someone connected to the victim's family who lives on the same street, you're on the list for now.
Shush.
Just a few questions so we can scratch you off.
So let's get started. To confirm, you live on 1st Avenue East.
Yes, I live on First. I have lived there my whole life. My house has been in the family for quite some time. You know, I would figure you guys would have the records of who owned what in this town.
We're just going to ask some basic questions to get the facts
I looked it up and it's just a game about getting cucked. That doesn't sound like very good gameplay.
down to confirm some
Okay,
things for us.
please, continue with your basic questions.
Damn, she
Right.
just called
so
him a
you
basic
grew up
ass
in this
bitch.
town. Went to school here. Work here?
Yep, never managed to leave.
What do you consider
Mood.
your occupation then?
I don't need to work at present. My late husband left me the appropriate compensation and a few
Ooh,
nights
she's
a
the
week
widow.
downtown, you know, for pleasure.
So you consider yourself an artist type then?
Does this ordeal really need to be recorded?
Shush.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, well, I just don't want to be recorded. I don't have to tell you why, but it's public record and it lasts forever. I just don't like it.
Unfortunately,
You know,
there's
that's
nothing we
it's
can
kind
do
of
there.
valid.
We can have someone go over our data retention policies if you'd like.
Whatever, continue.
Oh, there was new
And
evidence
you were
unlocked.
contacted
I
about
missed
the
it.
incident the
Just a
other
sec.
night on October 30th. The students by our department, right?
Well, I understand there were some deaths at the house nearby, yes, but I haven't heard much of anything else besides that. I only know that they were inflicted by someone else. Killed most likely, probably someone trying to rob them. Isn't that a sense of the
I'm sorry. I don't want to knock her, but I think this lady is like the worst actor in the game, and it's kind of noticeable, and I feel a bit bad. Maybe she just didn't have good direction, but I don't know. It's taken me out of it a little.
crime here and drunk hillbillies? I deal with them all the time at the club. Honestly, I never met any of these kids before besides the girl Lana. Her parents have owned that house for several years at their vacation property. Isn't it a shame about what happened to them? Always terrible when young people lose their lives. Don't get me wrong, right?
Huh. Oh, that was the message. That's all of our suspects. The press really did have a field day with her when the case was in the media. Watch out with her. It's hard to tell fact from fiction from the things she says. Really?
What if I told you they were at the bar that you performed at 2 nights ago on the night of their deaths?
It makes no difference to me. A lot of people come to see me perform. Sorry if that's blunt, but that just has no bearing on me.
You didn't see them yourself? You didn't talk to them?
No. And it was a very busy night for me with the festival and performing my act.
But you do know one of the girls who died, Alana.
Well, yeah, I know her. Had seen her occasionally in the past.
I
in the
think that's the
neighborhood.
one whose dad
Know
she's
her
having an
parents
affair
well.
with.
Did you say hello that night?
No, I don't remember them
Hello,
being
Navio.
there.
How are you doing
Did
today?
you get along with her?
This is a game. This is a game with FMV cutscenes as the main content. 10 out of 10 act. She's kind of taking me out of it a little, but I'm doing my best.
Parents?
Yes, mostly, I suppose.
She's just saying everything so quickly, it's unnatural. Like, come on. I talk fast, but there is no pause between her statements. In an investigation, you would definitely be thinking a little in between statements like that, right?
And you're not upset?
Upset? About what?
You don't seem very upset that your friend's daughter has died.
Things like this happen, though. That's just my own view on life. Everyone's time comes to an end at some point. I don't know her that well either. There's no crime in that, right?
I
By
see,
the
it's a cool
way,
game.
do you
Yeah,
have
I've been enjoying it a
cigarettes?
lot.
Isn't that like a thing, like in films, smoking and being interrogated? This whole setup is
There
all
aren't a
wrong.
whole lot of games like
But I can use
this,
a cigarette.
but
No.
I'm sad I don't have emotions.
That's the movies.
Hello, how are you doing
What's
today?
up? Okay. Is there anyone you can think of who could have done this?
It
The
was
neighborhood seems so
her. Just
safe.
kidding. It was Ruth, the
And
old
you've
lady.
lived there for a long time, right?
Hello, Wilpo.
We
How are you
checked our
doing today?
records, and you haven't had any break-ins or any real crime in your neighborhood or reported on your street really in years. Do you know of any problems, potential
Hello, OG
motives?
Saint. How are you doing today? Oh, it's
Something we
you?
might not know about?
I should have known. Oh. New message popped up. Hi, it's the chief. Looks like you're acquainted with the database, and you've unlocked all the suspects in this case. Good job. One thing to note is the database has a proprietary feature that lets you accuse anyone or more of the suspects. The flashing A button at the top left of the screen. We're granting access to this feature from here on out. We trust that you'll only use it when you feel ready to. Puts out an APB for the marshals to arrest whoever you choose, so choose wisely. The whole department and town are counting on you to get this right. Everyone's been itching for a conviction from the start. I'm still pretty sure it's Heather. Everything points to her, but we will keep looking through all the cutscenes. We will watch everything because there's, even if I can't find a keyword, there's like a button that just unlocks the videos, one extra video, so it's fine. I'm a goof. Did a little trolling. Very funny, very funny. Not so good. I'm sorry to hear that, Elpo, but I hope your weekend gets better. Okay, Noah, how are you doing today? How is your day going so far? It's going good, thank you for asking. Alright, let's jump into the keywords. Anything that pops to mind, just let me know. Anything new? I'm sure there's, 2 new videos. Hello, Talentless Animation. How are you doing today?
So not much trouble in the neighborhood then, that you know of, while you live there?
No, not much trouble. The neighborhood's pretty good. At least we put on the happy front.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Nobody's perfect, and some hide it better than others. I mean, the people's picket fences aren't so white and perfect when you take a closer look.
Seems like you know a lot
I
about
can't
the
place her
neighborhood
accent at
and your
all.
neighbors.
Well, I'm on the city council, run the book club. I meet a lot of important people in town, and know almost all the neighbors.
Yeah. How did you get on the city council?
You don't know how that works in your position? I was elected.
Did you run against anyone?
No, and that's not the point. Nobody would have beaten me.
How about crime? We don't have a lot of reports of being called out to your
Crime.
particular street.
Ooh,
But
that reminds me of
what do you
Snake
say?
Eater.
Pretty safe?
Oh yeah, very safe.
My husband played more Metal Gear Solid 3 yesterday, and we finally got to past like the intro mission, and then Snake Eater played. It was just like, oh fuck yeah, this is my shit. Hello, Blue. How are you doing today? I don't know what she did, but she's guilty. I don't think she did anything. Midwest accent? Alright, I genuinely could not tell.
Of course, Alana has had her troubles growing up. Other than that, it's fine.
Troubles with Alana?
Well, mostly kid stuff, delinquency, fights, shoplifting, that sort of stuff.
Shoplifting, delinquency. Okay.
Do we have any record?
Let me write those down in case they're keywords. There we go. Sorry if the video pauses, it's because I'm clicked off of it writing things down in my notepad.
Well, I know her father tried to raise her right with his military
Ooh,
background,
military. We haven't searched that up at all.
but maybe it's something about this town. Makes kids more tough than city suburbs. Maybe it's
I
how
think
we
that might be
are
like
once
the
we go out
weird
2 miles in
rituals
any
that happen
direction.
underground.
Actually, in terms of records,
Yeah,
we just
cistern.
have
The
an
cistern is a
crime
keyword.
report dating back the past 50 years. It's squeaky clean.
There's like some
Only
weird
2 break-ins in the
underwater
50s where
underground
collectibles were
tunnels.
stolen with a note, religious.
Religious.
But all
Again.
the paperwork from before the 90s
Hello,
was scanned
Kirby.
in,
How are
and
you doing
records
this
weren't
morning?
really checked for accuracy.
What else?
That's it.
We looked up Navy and
well,
military.
actually,
maybe we did.
We had one report
But that's
of
fine.
suspicious snooping a year
That's
ago.
fine. Since we have 2 new suspects unlocked, we're safe to give all the keywords a try again. We just need to think of them.
2 or 3 reports for 6 decades. Really?
My spelling is
Yeah.
great. Moods.
Maybe a glitch in the database? I don't know. I can check again a different way.
Glitch. Again.
Maybe it's connected to these power issues we've been having or something
Maybe
else.
power too. Okay, let's try power just in case. Oh shit. There was. Oops. Gotta watch that
What would
first.
your life be like with Alana's father, Craig, on your own? Just the 2 of you.
Craig.
Have you ever wondered?
I don't know. I suppose we go together pretty well, in a kind of Cleopatra Mark Antony kind of way. Me and my various accolades. His as well. Some things just make sense. Like that.
Damn.
Too bad. Life gets in the way, right?
Yes, life. Some things just take time and effort. If it's meant to be, though, it'll happen.
I just wish you wouldn't read everything like it's a run-on sentence. That bothers me. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the religious thing. Larceny collectible. Larceny. And we'll put religious there again. Hello, AFC. How are you doing today? What's your VTuber's hat thing? This would be a habit. A habit. Detail event. Victim reported awakening to find back door open at 223 First Avenue East. Living room was ransacked and items valued at $22 were missing. Victims suspect suspicious man and woman seen earlier that day in town. A man and a woman. Evidence taken. Suspect description taken and processed. Description disseminated among LPD. Huh. Wait, when was this? That's a while ago. Okay. Who's this, by the way, the new suspect? This is... Natalie is the lady that Ruth accused of being a hussy and having an affair with Alana's father. And she also sings at a local bar, and it was the bar where the kids, the young adults, went 2 nights before the crime happened. I just got back from camping at a national park called the Foxwatch National Park. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. Oh, sorry. Foxwater National Park. That sounds cute. That sounds cute. Power. No. Let's try Storm again just in case. Okay, no. Okay. Delinquency. Nothing. Delinquent. Oh, that was not how you spell that. Delinquent. I don't know. Damn. Shoplifting. Nope. Crime. Nope. Criminal. Nope. Military. Oh! 2 videos we missed under military.
What do you think about the rumor that there are experiments going on at the fort?
We've always worked side by side with the military. Although we don't cross paths too often and they usually reach out to us first. I'm not really able to comment much on them. Experiments going on that have something to do with some sort of supernatural thing at the Rock? Come on. You've been seeing too many science fiction movies, Rick.
What about the websites that explain...
Is this cult related, I guess? I think so.
Gateway to another world.
That site is the
Gateway.
equivalent of a cheap highway
Gateway.
attraction. You really think people are stepping through an invisible wall to another world up there? How
No.
many people go missing in town
But they
every
could
year?
be, I guess.
Like, none.
We do have deaths.
People get killed in every city in the U.S.
That is a
Fact of
fact.
life.
It is possible that something's going on at that base. Kind of fun to think about it, though, isn't it?
A
No.
base. Okay, base.
But, okay, let's go with it for a second. The military is traveling to other planets and experimenting on aliens here in town. When was the last time you saw a flying saucer?
Okay, let's look up aliens. I don't think we've looked
Must have
that
forgotten
up.
the last time there was a battle involving humans and little green men.
Well, what if it's
The
something different?
aliens did it all
Yeah.
along. I should have
What if,
known.
Rick?
There was no
What if
magic.
indeed?
Just Martians.
Experiments at the Rock or the cistern below. Oh.
Sister, I need to write that down so I look it up again.
I'm not so up to date on military happenings. You would probably know more in your position. Of course, you hear things.
What sort of things?
Well, you know our
Shush.
town's history. The
I knew it.
problems with
Ruth
the
was an alien all
settlers
along. So
and
true, so true.
natives, how people hear strange things at the point at night, see lights or what have you. And then, of course, the idea that the area contains some
Gateway came up again.
gateway to another place or time. I mean, I suppose it's up to each of us to decide what the real truth is, but facts are facts.
True
And the
facts
fact
are
is that
facts.
The Rock is located directly next to that old
Again with the
fort.
rock.
We all know what they
I bet Jeff is too if that is his real name. You're probably right. Aliens. Hello, Cyan. How are you doing today? Damn. Alien. Damn. Okay, let's check the cistern again. Do you remember me? Of course I remember you.
I've taken some out-of-town guests to the point to look at the view. It's such
Unless you guys start changing your names in chat, I do remember the names.
a unique formation and brings tourists to the area.
Hello,
Never
Fallen
been in a
Solus.
cistern
How are you doing
bed.
today?
Underneath?
Cistern? I've taken some out-of-town guests to the point to look at the view. It's such a unique formation and brings tourists to the area.
Never been in the cistern then? Underneath?
Cistern? No, have you? What would I want to put down
What a
there for in
reaction.
that horrible place?
They opened the cistern
Dangling
up for
rock
tours
and
music
fort.
shows,
Okay, we'll do
supposedly.
those two.
Haven't had the pleasure yet.
I'm not surprised. And anyway, the supposed sacrifices at the rock,
Sacrifices. Holy shit. Okay.
the proof people have on those things taking place in what? Be honest, have you ever found anything really up there? It makes me laugh.
I do remember that. I do remember that. You don't need to apologize. I took it as a joke. I took it as a joke. Hello, Mr. Bien. How are you doing today? I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. I'm glad you're doing well.
People like to quote these ancient old newspaper articles, which are written on absolutely
Newspaper.
no truth. Someone finds a dead
Newspaper.
animal up there and proof that whatever boogeyman of the day is coming back. Seems to happen every few years. I know they all think I'm a witch with a capital B. It's not true.
Witch with a
They're the
capital B.
ones who witchcraft, really.
I like that. Literally me. Club. No. Bar. Ooh. Good catch, Jay.
I perform a few nights a week at the Lantern downtown. Please, you should come down. I'd love to sing for you, Jeffrey.
What the fuck?
Rick's been there on several occasions. We've seen blues, jazz, rival, classic, country, and western.
Witch.
The only music I listen to is gospel.
Yep,
and classical.
definitely what she meant.
Well, you can't teach grace.
That's right. Some people are just born with it.
Flirting. Uh-oh. My god, by the way, how can I support? Hitting subscribe. If you need donations, I don't have direct donations on. All I have is Throne, which is just exclamation mark Throne. That's all. Yeah, perfect. Dangling rock. Thank you for remembering what that was called because I certainly didn't. Ooh, 2 videos. Anything else? No. Okay, wait. I want to check out what the evidence is. Oh, it's the poster. That is such a poorly cropped headshot. It's kind of funny. I mean, I guess it does say free, but still. I'll subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. $1 beers? Holy shit. You guys want to go get $1 beers? Man. A breast? What about by breast?
You ever been up to the Hill State Park?
Yeah, like I said, we went up there a couple of days ago.
Okay, let's try Hill also.
Last week. Emily and Alana and the
Breast,
guys
I'm dead.
really wanted to go. The guy jumped off of it, and Brian actually kind of hurt his leg when he landed and vowed to get revenge on it. It was pretty funny. Said he wanted to come back. And
Thanks for
push it
stopping
over.
by, Cyan. Enjoy the rest
Me
of
and
your
Alana
day.
wanted to see it too. I thought it was amazing. Not what I was expecting.
The site, the rock.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location. The most beautiful I've ever seen with the water and the hill.
Did you happen to go up there for the bonfire later?
Bonfire.
Where they light
Hello, Ora. How are you doing today? Bonfire. There we go.
the statue up?
When they burnt the big straw man? No. We watched it from outside the bar. Everyone was cheering when it went
Straw
up.
man. Straw man.
But it's not really our thing, so we stayed downtown. Alana had been up there before.
Did you guys do anything else during the festival?
The guys did one of the shooting galleries.
Oh, that's
They shot an
lame.
elephant ear. We also
What's
tried to
an
get
elephant
what was in
ear?
the holes in the boxes. You know, the ones where they cover the boxes and they have spaghetti for intestines, peeled grapes for eyeballs, that sort of thing.
That must have seemed pretty tame comparatively.
Yeah, the whole thing seemed like it was more for kids and families.
Hello, Dillian. How are
I
you
know,
doing
my
today?
family loves the Festival of Fire.
Yeah, we need to look at
Alright,
Festival of
let's
Fire
move on.
again. Festival of Fire. That's the lamest festival? Yeah, it sounds like
Dangling
it's for
Rock is a
kids.
spiritual and historical place for our town. It's nice to live near it here in our little town. Really a unique and special formation. No other formations like it nearby. None. So extraordinary. I think what brings most tourists to the area. It's something so out of the ordinary that they can't believe it visually, you know?
Visually?
Neither can you in the military, it seems. They dug up all those tunnels and built this strange bunker on top.
Oh yeah, in the
They
bunker.
cut their nose off to spite their face.
Bunker.
Always going against the grain. The area is really spiritual and positive. I don't understand it.
I feel like
Those
2 of
crazy
them have
claims
said
of
that thing
rituals
about
and
cutting off the
sacrifices
nose to
taking
spite the
place up there.
face. I think it was Ruth who said it the first time. Just weird. Yeah, the fire festival. Definitely not a coincidence. Oh.
Is there anything else you remember at the bar? Like what you had to drink? Did anybody get food?
No, just that the drinks were red. I do remember that for the fire festival thingy.
Good.
Not especially. Kind of weird. I mean, okay, nothing special.
Okay, thanks.
Fair enough.
I guess we can double check on that.
Toxicology in the bodies would have brought something up.
True.
But no one ate anything, that's for sure. We were still pretty full from dinner.
Fair enough.
We had burgers downtown.
Where was that at?
Barbecue Depot, I think?
Barbecue Depot.
All right,
Okay.
thanks. We'll take note of that.
Barbecue Depot. Nope. I bet the festival's related to the cult somehow. I personally think so too. Festival of Fire. Ooh, a bunch of them.
I do a lot for the town festival in terms of working with others. I needed some things for the festival. One of the first ones we did a long time ago, so I went to Ruth's store. Figured where better place to get items for the town's Halloween event than from the notorious Queen
of Darkness
herself. Somehow she managed to keep the store back open for years already, so I figured she must have something of value in there, back when the festival was small. We had the pumpkin carving tables, a hayride, and a burning of the dummy, as it was called back then. Not much else. So I went to her store and I thought I could get props, decorations, there as you'd expect. It wasn't that type of place though. I was looking for stuff you'd buy at a dollar store, Halloween pop-up store nowadays. Instead, it's filled with books, crystals, candles.
She doesn't know much about witches,
I bought some
huh?
jewelry for myself and went and bought a candle at the grocery store. Their museum cabinet was interesting though.
What was in it? What was in it?
You're in the city
Don't
council,
just
right?
leave me hanging.
What position?
Yes, I'm actually co-chair. I know you're surprised I was elected.
You ran unopposed.
Well, technically. I've been on the council for 6 years coming up.
Hello, Edward. How are you
You're
doing
involved
today?
with the big events then.
All of them.
Here, I was actually just watching the last stream to catch up. Don't worry, you haven't really missed much. We haven't found any extra big revelations since we're just going through all the keywords and seeing if we can't find anything new.
Memorial Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, July 4th.
What's your role in the October event we just had, the Festival of Fire?
Planning, coordinating, business relations.
A Jill of all trades.
Jill of all trades.
You don't seem like the festival type. All that mingling with random strangers. They just don't seem like your type.
Okay, this is random, but I have this pet peeve where, like, with phrases like jack of all trades, when people swap it to Jill of all trades, I just find that so silly. Or, okay, and this is valid and it's fair, but it's just like I'm a weirdo thing, but it bothers me when like people swap names or pronouns in songs, because if it's just like let's see, Weight of the World, there's lines just like I'm only one girl. If like a dude was singing that and he swapped to like I'm only one guy, I would find that so silly and it would stick out to me so badly. It would bother me so much. I'm sorry, I know that's silly. It's just weird when they when they change it. It's just like it's just a phrase. It's just some lyrics. It's not actually supposed to refer to you.
What's someone like you doing involved with an event like that?
It's one of our town's biggest events of the year. I have
A unity of all trades. If I'm singing ABBA, I'm a freaking dancing queen. Exactly. You're ruining the song.
to be involved.
Not a big fan then. Understandable.
Like I said, it's one of the town's biggest events. All I care is for the people spend their money in our town.
A woman of principles.
I'm comfortable with my principles. Are you familiar with the principles of brevity? Why are you asking me about the festival, Jeffrey?
In all my years in the force, that
I'm
night
sorry,
has been
her
one
acting
night
keeps
I've
pulling
taken
me
off
out
the
of it.
past 14 years consistently. Because consistently, every night that year, our deputies are chasing down dumb kids, drunk idiots, or God knows what else. The families that do attend are attending less and less because of what it's become. I stay away though. I just have a quiet night in. And now I've got the chance to speak with the Queen of the Menace herself. I'm honored.
Looks like you know how to be humbled then. There's hopefully,
Acting. So
happy
true, so
belated
true.
Halloween.
I just got an achievement for that. Okay. Festival of Fire, October 30th, Devil's Night. Bobbing for apples, dunk tank. Okay, nothing particularly important here, I guess. Just for fun and or lore, I suppose.
What is the city council's current vision for the festival?
When we play poker, I always call double queens lesbians because the two kings are cowboys. I love that. I love that. I love that. You're a genius. I feel like that's exactly how the character would act as themselves. Fair enough.
What's it supposed to be? Because I know what it's become.
Well, we have our yearly booths. Local businesses buy space in the main for their tables and whatever they're selling. We provide our own guessing someone's weight, dunk tank.
That's rude. Never guess someone's weight. Don't
then
do
we
that.
Have an animal tent, food vouchers for the bar and the restaurants, and then capping it all
Hello, the Beast That Strong. How are you doing today?
off with a light on the hill when it gets dark. It's a good time. You should come out. You may even enjoy it.
You might even enjoy it.
It's always on October 30th, right?
Yeah, the night before Halloween.
That's
How come
such a weird thing
we
to
don't
say.
do it on Halloween.
Just people are busy trick-or-treating or parties or whatever.
Right. And this lighting on the hill, as you call it, can you describe it for the record, its purpose, backstory, etc.?
Sure, it's a fun event when we hire local craftsmen to build a different character out of wood and hay, other plants, and then set it alight when it gets dark. Been going on for years, decades. Not sure when it started.
Has it always been in the same place?
Yep, as far as I know.
That's
around the
interesting because I
point
can see
overlooking
Kirby
the
in
water
top
next to the
chat,
state park.
but maybe that's just because I'm the
Just like
streamer.
Burning Man, right here in town.
So, who chooses these effigies that are burnt?
Oh yeah, we had the robotic
What?
plant Dick Cheney. over there.
What?
None of them are ever a
That's
specific
wild.
person. People see who they want to see. As far as the
Hello, Kratu. How are you doing today? I tried the game out. It was fun. It is fun. It is fun. I'm enjoying it.
design, I'm not sure. Maybe the local craftspeople. Not my area.
Your friend Ruth, do you work with her on this festival?
Ruth Forsbrand, I believe we have in the past. Yeah,
You personally?
once.
That's weird. Oh, there was evidence? What's the evidence? Oh, there we go. That's the picture. That's the picture. That was from the screenshots on the store page. Top chat's weird. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So, I had some other things typed out. Let's give them a try. Ooh, there's 2 more videos about Craig. Okay. Has your memory improved from this video game? Never. Never. But I am going to be BRB real quickly because I need some more water. Just a second. Then we'll continue with the videos. That just looks like a fun little bonfire party. It looks ominous as fuck. What the shit? It's especially fun on stream because speculating with everyone in chat is awesome. I agree. I agree. Could I sit here alone and play this game offline? Absolutely. But is it more fun working with everyone? Absolutely. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Maybe attending some family bonfires parties has clouded my judgment. You guys had a gigantic wicker man burning? What kind of fucking family tradition is that? That thing is huge. Let me put up the picture again so you can see. You think this is normal? You think this is a normal bonfire? This is what your family does? Like a human-shaped wicker man? What the fuck? Hello, Keyless. Hello, Gameball. How are you doing today? I drank like 3 bottles of water in a span of 10 minutes. Bathrooms fear me. Moods. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, that's what you do at your family bonfires? I'm concerned. No. No. That was a giant man-shaped fire. What the fuck? Hello, Yee. How are you doing today? Very normal fire, nothing suspicious at all? Yeah. Still suspicious of Jeff?
When did your relationship with Alana's father begin?
We grew up here in the area. He lived on another street at the time with his parents. Craig and I had been high school sweethearts, but his wife, who
To be honest, that's really close to something people in my area do. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. Just stay safe, Winch. Stay safe.
shall remain nameless, was always on the sidelines, always there. He moved away after that. He went to school out east, then joined the military. Once he became a cadet, I never saw him again.
They go back a long way.
Until I heard that he was inheriting the house from his grandparents who passed away.
When was this?
Probably about
Yeah,
6
protect
years
your
ago.
organs.
He moved in, and that's when I finally met his family. Didn't even know he was married. We began seeing more and more of each other, as neighbors do.
I
Normal.
don't see my neighbors like you see your neighbors.
Neither do I.
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply there. Some people choose the family route, others like to make their own decisions.
What? What does that mean? What does that mean?
So you start seeing each other. You live on the same street. When does the wife find out?
I'm not concerned about what she knows.
Well, I've always
Oh,
found that
shit.
some people know. Everyone knows.
I can imagine it being
I'm gonna start making a
hard to
suit of
keep a big
armor.
secret
Great
like
idea.
that from your spouse.
Not really
Hello,
good.
Zach. How are you doing today? What are you watching? We are playing Interrogation File Support Landsend. It's an FMV investigation game where we are trying to figure out what happened in a cold case.
In the sense Natalie cares too much here, Rick, about their feelings. And there was the blow up with his wife about cookies.
Cookies, yum.
Of course.
I haven't had a
I
cookie in a
care
long
deeply
ass
about their
time.
feelings. I hope Craig is okay.
Okay. Where was that on my little list? God, I hate this keyboard. No, nothing new. Gateway. Nope. Did I look up the cistern again? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Newspaper came up a few times. Nope. Yeah, we will do the victim names as well. I just have a list I want to get through first. And then we will go back through the clues. No. Gonna keep this stream open while video gaming. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Where was I? Bunker. Green. Oh. Darkness. Damn. That was such a weird comment that I figured it would be a thing. Okay, going back through the names. 3 videos.
Right before 4, I was in the front room by myself, cleaning up the cards and other stuff. Brian and Emily were in the living room, I think, doing whatever.
Hello, Mr. F.
hanging
How are
out.
you doing today?
Alana was sleeping.
What's up here? Thank you so much. Thank you so
and
much.
I don't know what Greg was doing. Maybe he was getting ready for bed, or maybe he was in the kitchen. So I'm cleaning up the table, and I hear a loud thump on the ceiling above me. The living room is directly below the main bedroom, where Alana was sleeping, so I don't really know why it sounded different, but I stopped what I was doing. for a
Sus.
second. It was just kind of unexpected, really, and it had been a weird night.
Did you see someone with purple hair? No, it was the purple beanie. A purple
I think I
beanie.
figured it was Brian getting ready to join Alana to go to sleep. Maybe he was getting changed or something, but it was a loud thud. Kind of made the stuff in the room vibrate a little. I didn't hear anything else though, so I didn't think about it again. I went back, picking up the cards, putting them away, and then I hear and feel what sounds like an explosion,
Again with the
followed by
explosion.
the sound of glass shattering.
Okay, explosion. I doubt there's anything new for that, but
A
still.
lot of glass shattering, falling, hitting the ground, all from the back of the house. I might have even screamed right at that second because it was so unexpected.
Ooh, Scream. We'll look up Scream too.
I can't remember. It wasn't a bassy
Hello,
sound
Rose. How are you doing
explosion.
today?
The most distinctive sound was a really
I'm doing
loud
good, thanks for
crack, and
asking.
the house shook. Stuff turned off for a second, and then came back on.
Crack. It was you that made the explosion? That was very
This all
rude of
happened
you.
so
How
quickly that
dare.
somehow
How
it
dare.
seemed slow too. The details are really vivid though. So I heard the explosion sound, and I don't know what to think. I'm frozen. It just really took my breath away, and then I became hyper aware of everything instantly. I made about 2 or 3 steps to the door, which was closed.
That's
about to see what
extremely
happened. I
specific.
make it a few steps, and then the door opens right then. Not fast or slow, it just opens.
Okay, so hear me out. It could just be the writing, and not something done like intentionally. But generally, in incidents like this, when there's this much detail, it implies deceit, and that they're just making things up to fill in the blanks. Because what would normally happen if somebody was panicked and in an emergency situation is they wouldn't remember small details like this. They would remember like a few key details, and because of the panic, they wouldn't be stopping to think about the little things happening, right? Like, think about a situation where something scared you. Do you remember how many steps you took? You probably don't. You were probably panicking. What were you thinking about? You were probably just focusing on the danger. Like, if there was like a sound, like you thought somebody broke into the house, you might have been paying attention to the sound and how close or far away it was. But you're not going to be counting your steps or anything like that. And unless you're consciously thinking about it, you're not going to remember every detail of their face or their clothes. You might, if you consciously think about it, you might be able to take in a few details, or you might try to consciously memorize it, but you're not going to remember like how many minutes everything took, how many seconds. You know, you're just not. I think she's trying to fill in the blanks to make herself sound legit. I think that's what's happening. I'm good. Are we continuing from yesterday? Yes, we are. I don't know if I'm just looking into it too much, but how she's acting, describing everything in so much detail, yeah, that's really sus. I had too much Chipotle. Understandable. I love Chipotle. She's responsible 100%. I think so too. Real, if someone gives you too much info, they're lying. Usually, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's like those Reddit posts where people are just like telling like stories about things that happened to them, and they're giving like whole ass dialogue sections of what happened. And that's not how you recount stories. You don't remember word for word entire sentences people said. You remember like gists of it and bits and pieces and summaries. You don't remember word for word what they said. And you don't remember when they put their hand on their hip 20 times. You don't remember that. That's not natural. They're expecting not to be believed, so they have to add as much detail as possible to make it seem more real. Yeah. Never remember how many steps I take. Same. Become willfully ignorant and you won't be in this situation. True. Just induce amnesia. I don't remember what time it was, nor how many steps I took to my house when I broke my head. Yeah, I bet not. How the hell should you remember how many steps there was? That's suspicious? Yeah, it's really suspicious. You're just going to remember the most important stuff because that's just what the brain does? Exactly. Exactly. She's making shit up.
And then it was that guy again. That same guy. But this time he's smiling, looking at me.
I want to see if the other suspects
He had
heard or
these
witnessed the explosion.
horrible
Yeah, I have.
teeth.
Oh, the teeth
Horrible.
again. I have explosion written
Looking
down, so we will
face.
look that up.
It was like the wind got knocked out of me. My legs were like jelly. It was like a body blow or something.
She is
I
way
fell
too
on the ground and
descriptive
screamed
about
and
this.
said, "What are you doing here?" I called out for help for Brian and Greg.
Ooh, she gave exact dialogue. She gave exact dialogue. That's a bad sign.
Anyone.
That's not
The guy
natural.
didn't move though. He just kept standing there in the doorway with that stupid look on his face. I called out again for help, I think. I got up, maybe asked him what he was doing there again or what he wanted. I remember being really scared though. I threw some things at him, missed, and he took a few steps towards me. I decided to run, charge past him. I ran straight towards him
Yeah,
as
way
fast
too
as I
many
possibly
details.
could. I was going to get by him no matter what, and I did. I think I hit his arm as he tried to grab me, but I went past him. I hit the front hallway and went straight back to the living room. As I ran past, I remember someone standing in the room that I caught out of the corner of my eye. It didn't seem like any
The
of
way
my-
she's wording things also seems extremely calculated. Like a story you would write in like a visual novel or something. Just some of the way she's prefacing some of these sentences instead of just just briefly explaining what happened. There's just a lot of verbiage here that's strange.
Friends, though.
The fact she was barely injured in the end is telling too. I think so too. Supposedly she looked pretty rough, but here she looks totally fine. Hello, Carl. How are you doing today? Hola, buenos dias. Then everyone clapped type shit. Yeah.
They didn't seem to fit somehow. And I was just going, so I didn't get a good look at them. I was running full speed, scared. I burst into the living room and immediately I got hit in the mouth and
I burst into the living room. Is that how people would normally describe it? I don't think so. I don't think so. This is very recited. She practiced this. One time when I almost blew up the house, all I remember is turning the stove burner back to the off position because I noticed it was turned on. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't remember all the small details. Who the hell remembers this detailed about an accident? Yeah. Yeah, she shouldn't have remembered basically anything. When I heard the click of the starter, I realized that the smell was propane. Yeah, I did that before. I did that before. Hello, Ria. How are you doing today?
head hard. I don't know by what, maybe a fist or an arm or something. I remember flashes of the next couple moments in pain, crawling, trying to get up. Someone was around.
Gotta get those extra words for the
someone
essay.
screamed, and then
Me
I
in
blacked
high
out.
school.
I don't remember anything else after that, sorry. Apparently you guys found me there in the morning or something.
Okay, thanks. Is there anything else you
That
can
was so weird. Her
Is there
recounting of
anyone you
events.
think could have done this?
No, I don't think so.
Do you remember anything about the guy in the house?
That's bullshit. I agree.
He seems like a homeless guy. Big coat.
Is she writing an essay or what? Good question.
I can't really remember.
Remember any details about the other people?
I like that. She says that she doesn't remember anything about the homeless guy, but her recounting of events prior to that question was so detailed.
I'm not even sure I saw them.
If we give you a suspect photo sheet with photos of different guys on it, do you think you could identify them?
I could try.
Okay.
Sus.
Let's do that.
Sus AF.
How about at the bar? Did anyone seem threatening there? Or at the home? At the house? What did you do earlier in the day? Also, we can pause for a moment.
I feel like
if
she was
you wanna
framing
get out of your
Caleb. I
hospital
think so
clothes and
too.
change.
I
Might
think
be
so
more
too.
comfortable in here. It's kind of cold.
Maybe what happened is he didn't even go inside the house at any point, and it was when Ruth saw Heather looking out the window. What if Heather saw Caleb? And I'm pretty sure Caleb said that he knew Heather when they were kids. So she might have just been able to like point things in that direction also. But I mean, I guess she wouldn't have really needed to anyways.
Okay, that sounds good.
Didn't Ruth say the beanie guy looked homeless? Yeah, because he did. The press really focused closely on Heather's first-hand account of that night. Her recovery so soon after was surprising too, to say the least. Aha!
I don't know a Caleb.
Could Heather just be hallucinating? I guess. But personally, I think she did something intentionally. Related to this, I got this fidget ring and it's so nice whenever I'm nervous. That does sound nice.
You never encountered a Caleb in your life? Never met one in...
She just wrote him into the store. He didn't actually do anything. I mean, he admitted in some of the videos that he did go there intentionally, but his account of events was that he saw like the sticker on the back of their Jeep when they brought it into his mechanic shop where he worked. And he knew that they were getting into some bad shit, and he went to the house, intentionally tracking them down to try to stop them from doing something drastic.
town, or say at the garage downtown?
No.
Is she Heather? This
Interesting.
isn't Heather. This isn't Heather.
We got records of everyone who went to have their car serviced at Jerry's garage downtown. We have a record from the garage showing you were there 2 weeks ago and that Caleb was working there.
How
that
far are
day.
you in the game?
Was
There's
he?
a little progress
Yeah.
meter on the left beside
Well,
each name.
maybe he was. I don't know.
See? You can... I would say we're like... The little pie charts are how many of their scenes we've seen, so I would say we still have a couple hours. Was he alert? He might have been. He might have been. I don't know if that was... that intentional so much as it was convenient, to be honest. Nothing new there. I didn't hear about the tracking down, but yeah, that was from the second stream last night. Alright, teeth again. Nope. I think they said it was like a molar. Gotta live long horror games, much more impactful. So true, so true.
Ruth? Yeah, she owns a circle store. It's popular among those who are interested in spiritual alignment.
Circle.
If you know what I mean.
She says she knows about your feelings towards Alana's father.
She said that?
Yeah. Described as commingling.
Commingling.
Any idea what that means?
It's nothing serious.
Commingling. I don't think we ever actually searched that up last time.
Just an affair.
An affair the whole town is talking about?
The whole town is not talking. And never mind her. She's crazy. She's the one who thinks her dog's still alive, right? I saw her carrying around an empty leash and talking to it once.
Oof.
I don't trust anything she says.
Damn.
I did go into her shop for a reading once a few years ago. With some girlfriends for a laugh.
A psychic reading?
Yeah, she's got stuff to make noise in the room, sounds, lights, the whole thing. I went in high school once too.
Yeah, that was something we confirmed in the second stream as well, that Ken's actually dead. So, Heather said that in the basement of the house where they had the fire, there was a dead animal skeleton, and it was Ken's skeleton.
Pretty much the same setup back then as it is now. I guess it's somewhat fun once in theory, or when you're with your friends. Anyway, we went in a year or two ago, and she did her whole routine for us, the whole spiel. We all found it quite funny, but we had come
Hello, J-Still. How are you doing tonight?
from a happy hour.
This afternoon, I
I
mean.
think she said I was going to meet my soulmate soon.
The dog,
I just
yeah.
laughed at the time.
The dog is unfortunately deceased, as we found out. Oh yeah, let's look up Ken again. He was the best part. I know, I hate when the animal dies. I hate that so much. Anything? Nope. Okay. Fuck. Stupid keyboard.
Was she one of the victims? Friend of Alana Morgan's?
You must have seen her at some point.
Yeah, it sounds right, but no, I don't remember her. No reason to.
Okay, that was short. I've seen other people play Dredge. I'm not sure that's a game I would like, unfortunately. Damn. Alas, poor Ken. I knew him not, Ruth. So true. Oh yeah, I think that one was Corey. No. Colby. Colby. I can remember the alternate name. There we go. Nothing new. Okay. Evidence. What were the names again? Alana Morgan. Oh, not that. Brian Watson. Wonder if there's any relation to Amelia Watson. Just kidding. Emily Thomas. Ah.
I loved Emily. She was just a really kind person. Someone who would do anything for you.
Is Observation Duty your kind of game? I haven't played it, but I do think I would play it and enjoy it. Spiritual Alignment? Alright, we'll look that up next.
Anytime. She and Greg were the perfect couple. They'd been dating ever since freshman year and they met in the dorms. She one time picked me up from this party back home that I was at and I wanted to leave and didn't have a ride. She drove all the way from her parents' house out to where I was without even asking me why I needed to leave. She was just really, really great like that. The friend that will be there for you no matter what.
What sort of stuff did he
So
do
they were
to
like
you?
best friends, but she
Oh,
just hated her.
This and that. Like
Oh,
I said,
by the way, okay, something else we discovered in yesterday's stream was that Heather, this girl here, used to date Greg, and Greg was actually they broke up. They were dating a year ago, and now Greg was dating Alana, so we can see a motive there.
we go way back from being awkward freshmen chasing boys.
That gives
deciding
us
not
a
to go into
motive.
sorority together. We're just meeting up and gossiping. Normal stuff. We like to go shopping too. We had a punk phase, goth phase, chic phase. Tried a
Probably
bunch
felt
of looks,
betrayed.
watching movies, that sort of stuff. Normal stuff.
The drama.
Normal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Did you say
Goth phase.
Goth phase?
Yeah.
Tell us more about
Oh,
that.
that's when she got into this
Kinda
stuff.
hard to picture you in dark clothes and black hair.
Well, we would just go to the mall and buy stuff. Trinkets.
Trinkets?
Yeah. Like this ring.
Okay, we'll look up ring.
Oh. I was going to ask about that.
I still keep it because I like the
Oh
design.
yeah, eagle. Eagle. You have to look up eagle.
Emily had one too, but lost it, I think.
Okay. What else
Enjoy your
happened
crusade.
during your goth phase?
Nothing. I mean, I think we just liked the look. We went up and did a couple of dumb spells off the internet,
Oh yeah, we have to look up spells and stuff.
but nothing ever worked. In our punk phase, we tried skateboarding and stopped once we fell so many times. We were covered in bruises. The chic phase, that was us spending way too much money on clothes and makeup.
Yeah, the eagle. I can't
Wow,
remember
so
what the
you
other
really
tattoo
did that.
was though.
Yeah. We were.
Does anybody remember what the other tattoo was? Oh, evidence. I guess it's a picture of the ring. Oh, it's a skull. Skull. Eagle and raven. Alright, thank you. Skull ring. Huh. Nope. Nope. Jeff is interrogating, I believe.
It's a silver skull.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Black eyes. Spooky. Where'd you get that then?
Back home.
Where are you from again?
Down south. Aberdeen.
Aberdeen. Nothing there. Bone. No? Okay. Nothing new. Nothing new.
Ever trying any witchcraft yourself? Seems like you live in the right place for it.
Doesn't everyone when they're younger?
No, but go ahead.
I tried to get someone to like me once.
Romantically?
Yeah, sure.
How'd that work out?
It didn't.
That's all you tried?
Yeah, basically.
Basically?
Fair enough.
Yeah, and then the reversal.
Which was...
Undoing it, I stopped liking them. They were a little dash of revenge, kid stuff though. I knew it wasn't gonna work, and it didn't. The only thing that happens.
I don't
with
think
that
it's
stuff is when
supernatural at
people
all.
End up setting their house on fire.
What do you mean?
Their house on fire. The only thing that happens with that stuff is when people end up setting their house on fire.
Oh.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I don't know. We had that thing years ago. The house fire outside of town. remember?
Oh.
That was like the worst thing we had before this. Someone died all because of the same thing. What did the newspaper call it? The dog tooth ritual?
Dog tooth. Dog tooth ritual. They killed Ken. That was the tooth. The girl. Heather kidnapped Ken for the tooth, for the reversal ritual, and the house went up in flames because of how they did it, because of whatever they need for it, and that killed them.
I think Ruth and all her kind need to get out of town.
Yeah.
They've been here
Heather
for too
sacrificed
long.
Ken.
People are getting hurt, some innocent, some not.
Oh my god. Oh god. Ken, no.
When I came to town before, I came to try the same thing those kids
Alright, I meant to look up sacrifice earlier, but I forgot.
did. Well, almost.
So there was a cult. What the fuck? I don't think it's actually a cult. I think it's just a bunch of like old age rituals that are being passed down through the families that are just really unsafe and keep causing like the stupid accidents with the fires. I think that's what's happening.
It was a different ritual.
Asphyxiation from
from the same set
fire
of things
smoke,
to
yeah.
try.
It
It
just
was supposed
burns.
to have a different effect, but just as the same. You leave a personal item up on the hill, recite some words when the moon is right.
Okay, we'll try
set
witchcraft
yourself up
again.
in the right formation with the right stuff.
So
and
Heather
you should
is
work.
a witch. I don't think she's a witch. I think she just knew the spell from it being passed around.
Easy, in theory. The desired outcomes are different, but that's it. But it never did.
Did you try the
That's
circle
mostly
place
why
again?
people
Yes.
aren't into this stuff for a long time.
I don't remember the full name of it
It
though.
did seem to work 15 years ago. I remember you now. Yeah, that's right. That night,
Uh-huh.
outside the house, you looked a little younger, a little less ragged. Went by Colby then. One of your Colby phases. We interviewed you after, and inside the house was my niece. She died in the fire. I do remember you.
Well, there's our
Remember me?
confirmation.
You standing there like a statue.
No.
Yes. There were a bunch of you. Blank, expressionless faces, sobering up and staring at the fire. Some people shouting at each other, others were like statues.
Well, they're probably
Our
just in
conversation
shock.
was likely one of the less memorable ones. Did you even try to save her?
No. I mean, yes, okay, it's true. I was at the house that night, really. Things just got really, really out of control. We came back from town after the lightning thing. Some of the guys who I didn't know from out of town bought some stuff and we all
So he does remember things from when he's Colby. That's interesting.
joined in. They brought
Hello,
out some
System
random
32,
stuff
how are
and
you
set it
doing
in a
today?
circle on the floor. They said we were going to do the dog tooth ritual. This is going to be different, I thought, maybe even fun. They were reading the spell from a random scrap of paper and then changing stuff. I had no idea what they were saying or what they were doing. The next thing I know, I can't hear the room anymore. Things just get distorted more and more. The room looked different, like in slow motion, like stretched out. You don't even know if the same people are there or not.
Well,
I'm
you were in
seeing
a
weird
panic,
stuff,
buddy.
Faces, colors, sounds, all mixed together. The next thing I know, I look up and people are passed out and the walls are on fire and people are screaming, "Get out!" grabbing people
wonder
and
if-
leaving.
I wonder
Tried
what
to
they
get
were
everyone out, I
burning, like some
swear.
kind of chemical.
We couldn't get her in time. We tried.
See, so what else does he remember that he's not telling? I'm wondering that too. He remembers the ritual. Yeah, he's remembering things from as Colby. So maybe it's all an act, and he just didn't want to get caught up in this.
Look, honestly, I haven't been honest with you this whole time. I do remember being here in town before 15 years ago. My first festival of fire. It had a fun reputation back then.
Maybe the festival gets them high, so when they just hallucinate spells. That would check out. If they're burning like drugs or hallucinogens. That would make a lot of sense. That would explain a lot. They also said when they took him in initially, when they took in Caleb initially, that he was high on a bunch of drugs. So if he was near the second crime scene, then that would lend to that. Hello, Dr. Snoop. How are you doing today? What game is this? This is Interrogation Files Port Landsend.
So you had fun?
Good, clean fun?
Not exactly.
Party wasn't happening enough for you? Lit, as they say?
It wasn't that. It was my first festival of fire, so I needed to be inducted according to the people I was with.
Oh.
I think it was
So it's like a sorority type of thing, like with the hazing. I got it. Hello, Kazo. How are you doing today? So we're kind of back to it being pretty cult-like.
BS when I look back on it. I went to the festival, did some partying, and then went to an after party outside of town. Just went too far and didn't have a good night. That's all.
Can we get some more details?
Yeah, this definitely sounds like we'll need some more details.
Have you ever heard of the dog tooth ritual?
I'm not
Oh, what's the
familiar.
lightning thing? Just that there was like a lightning storm during the interrogation. I assume he's implying that there was a lightning storm on the same day 15 years ago, October 30th. Now we need to know what causes the explosion in this potentially drug-filled spell bomb. So true, so true.
I don't know every act from every tradition. With a name like
My day
that,
got worse. I'm sorry to hear that, cuzzo.
I can imagine it being from the lower arcanas, perhaps modern, maybe even something off the books.
Off the books?
Unwritten, passed along orally. The street people here sometimes come in and chat about various things they've heard. That's where I hear about most of them.
Interesting. It caused a deadly fire years ago.
Sorry to hear that. People shouldn't mess with things they don't
What
understand.
things? What drugs are they
Do you think
burning?
that
What
happens a
chemicals?
lot around here? Do you think that's what happened to those kids?
Do we know what was used in the ritual? Nope.
How possible?
I feel like if we knew what
were
was used in the
obviously
ritual
into
other
it.
than killing a dog to steal
When
its
they came
tooth,
by
that
my
would be a
store
lot
earlier,
easier.
Well, they were quite rude.
They were rude to you. Please tell us more.
They stole from me.
You were robbed at your store by those guys? Really?
Did they take the
Are
dog?
you sure?
I am quite certain I wouldn't forget something like that.
Did they kidnap? Did they kidnap Ken? No. Nothing for sacrifice. So what is it called? I keep flip-flopping. I'm really not sure. At least my dog is next to me. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, this is a pretty bad stream for dogs. That is true, unfortunately. Gregory Sims. Greg Sims.
Well, Brian and I had our past. Alana was Brian's girlfriend now, but Greg and Emily really held everyone together. Greg was a jokester, a good friend, someone who could always make you laugh. We had been friends ever since freshman year. He had this really infectious, really deep, like a belly laugh that would get everyone laughing with him. Sounded kind of funny, actually. I one time got really sick sophomore year and was in bed for a few days, like over a week. And he came by just as someone from my favorite cartoon growing up to cheer me up.
Wow.
Yeah, he actually went out, rented the costume.
It's kind of
memorized the
weird,
lines,
but okay.
And then came by and did this funny part from the movie.
Weird
and
flex.
Changed it up too. It was hilarious. It was just what I needed.
Did you like him too?
Did Greg ever do anything to piss you off? Make you mad? Did you guys ever get into an argument?
No?
And Emily?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, not that I remember.
Did they start dating
Were
or
you
something?
ever jealous of their
Oh, so they were
relationship?
together.
Or Brian and Alana?
Ooh, she was the third wheel.
No?
And you had no problem coming out here to spend the summer with your ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend.
No, we were all friends. Really,
Oh,
really
just when
close
milk carrier eating
friends.
today. I missed so
Emily was
much.
my
I'm
best friend.
sorry.
I was excited to spend the summer out here.
That's so weird. His full name is stop keyboard. His full name is Gregory. Nothing new for that. Okay, what word? Theft. Ooh, good catch. We missed a bunch under theft. Holy shit.
So tell us more about what happened at your store with the robbery.
Well, the day started like any other. I did my various daily duties, some light dusting.
I feel like she's jelly.
and
I
manned
think
the
so
register.
too.
A lot of people come in?
Yes. Well, that's subjective. Several.
Well, when did Heather and her friends arrive?
Mid-afternoon.
All 5?
Yes. There were 5. At first they were browsing, looking at my oddities and the special collections in the museum cabinet, and things were okay.
Nope.
I take it something bad happened.
Yes, it turned quickly.
Yeah, I think so too.
They said the
Beast.
normal newer books didn't work. They wanted older things, rarer. Kept saying I knew where I kept them. So insistent. I mean, I refused for a time. However,
She's a shopkeeper. She surely must know exactly what was stolen and be on paper, especially if she used insurance to cover the cost. You would think so, but I kind of suspect that she just isn't good at bookkeeping.
Well, eventually, after endless back and forth, I caved.
What did they want? What did you give them?
Exactly what they wanted.
A spell
My
book?
oldest book.
Oh.
A book on Grand Rock mythology.
Oops. Grand Rock mythology. Ooh.
A book on Dangling Rock.
That's one thing covered in it.
What else is in it?
I agree
It
with
covers
what
the greater
Kirby said.
area. Natural formations and other important connections to the earth. From long ago until my grandmother stopped updating it, there's been a lot of animosity surrounding Dangling Rock and the others here over the years. This tells some of the history between the
Hello, Alexander. How are you doing today? We are playing Interrogation Files Port Landsend.
tribes.
Like Native Americans?
No, well, in part. This goes back before and after that time. It has original writings.
I'm not sure that she specifically has dementia, but
and musings from
she's
my
definitely
whole family,
not all there
generations upon
because
generations.
we know that she won't. She's not fully living in reality. She keeps saying that her dog Ken is alive, but we know for a fact that Ken is dead, unfortunately.
Where is it? Can we take a look?
It's at my
It's
store.
good to be neat and
I
tidy,
can give
Edwards.
you a copy.
Very good. Very good.
When I asked
Unfortunately,
why
she
they
is
were
not.
interested,
She's an old
I
lady
thought
with
they were
memory
only
issues.
looking to get into the basics of spell casting from what we had been talking about. The older boy only replied, he was.
And the book doesn't have that.
No, it has the history of the area,
Huh.
but some important pieces of information too. There are many natural resources, important minerals found in the area. Maybe they were just making sure everything they read beforehand was true.
Were they burning some kind of
to
mineral?
confirm in the book.
Interesting.
Yes. Unfortunately, that tome really was of no real interest.
I've never
Boy
heard of
looked at
Indigo
it
Park.
briefly and then laughed at me and threw it
Do you do ASMR? I haven't done it in a hot minute, but I do ASMR, yes.
back on the shelf. It almost hit me. He was really after something else. His second request was far more specific. My original
Book of Games? Okay.
copy of the Book of Games.
Ominous music started playing after that.
So you were borderline assaulted when you got the book thrown towards you and robbed. And you didn't think to call us. File a report.
It's not my way. Besides, they only left with a single piece of paper. The one book was thrown my direction and the other left on the counter, not too serious. How much priority would this Mickey Mouse shop have given that?
We would have taken the details of the incident, gone, and talked to the suspect.
Thank you so
when we
much. Thank
could.
you so much.
Yeah.
Book of Games sounds interesting. I think
Well, I
so
appreciate
too.
your honesty, but I didn't find it that serious.
We also lost some time between the
So
crime
they
and
asked to see
reporting
two
it. I
books.
forgot about that. Yeah.
A book on natural phenomena from the area, and this game book.
The Book of Games, yes.
You said they left with a piece of paper.
Yeah, what's on the
Yeah,
paper?
what exactly did they take?
An old document that was held in the book, part of a diary.
Oh, Kazo. The softest voices speak the harshest words. Fuck you guys.
The diary of a man who lived several hundred years ago.
What would they want with that?
I'm sorry to hear that, Raj.
Maybe he didn't
I
know
would
he
be
was holding
pissy
it when he
too.
stormed
I would
out.
be so pissy. One time we ordered butter chicken, and it was supposed to come with Jira rice. And you know what? They fucking ran out of Jira rice. You know what they do? What they did? They gave us an extra piece of garlic naan. That doesn't make up for 2 orders of missing Jira rice. I had to make my own rice. Then we had to wait like 30 minutes for the rice to cook. I was so upset. I was so upset. So I understand how you feel. I understand how you feel.
It just seemed like he just wanted to show me.
And after you knew Alana was with them and that she lived right down the street.
They literally wrote a note that the Indian restaurant ran out of rice. They ran out of rice. I don't know how that's possible. That's one of your most popular items. How do you run out of rice?
from you. You didn't confront them later. Maybe go over and ask for your property back?
5 people versus 1. What could I have?
So you were just going to let it go and call it good.
Not exactly. That document wouldn't be very useful to them. I knew I'd get it back eventually.
How?
Oh no. Just figured it would come back.
Mood. Okay, just a second. I drank too much water. I need to pee, and I'm also out of water, so I'm also going to get more water. Don't worry, I am not recycling the urine. I am getting fresh water. Be right back. Be right back. Toilet time and fresh water time. You guys may continue to speculate and or put keywords in chat while I'm gone. Thank you. Thank you. Eat some good curry for me today. Thank you very much. Be right back. Ooh, okay, we are back. We are back. Okay, let me catch up. Let me catch up. Alright. Oh my god, how much did you guys say? There should be rice stacked to the ceiling in the pantry at all times. I agree, but you said panty. In the panty, why were you putting rice in your panty? That's concerning. Hi Sandy, how are you doing today? Alright, chat, let's solve this case right now. It's Jeff. I don't think it's Jeff. I think the old lady is part of it. She could be. People recycle urine in the wild. Yes, they do, for survival. I think Ruth is innocent. Me too. The ominous music playing. I'm sudden that's from the game. Trying to think of what evidence we need to actually pin it on someone, likely Heather. I think there's enough evidence pinning it on Heather, considering Heather's the only one who saw Caleb inside the house. But Ruth said that Caleb was not inside the house. Hello, Dr. Manhead. How are you doing today? I was taking a piss. Ominous music appeared when she said book of games, I believe. Yeah, the music does change sometimes. All suspects teamed up and got a tactical nuke. That could explain it. Uh-oh, I lost my place. It's different in India. Damn, there's no infinite rice. That would piss me off. That would piss me off. Oh, never mind. Different question. What is the most disgusting food? Sausage casserole. Disgusting. Pretty certain that Ruth tempted those kids. She seemed very callous about being robbed. I don't think so. I don't think so. Personally. It wasn't at the party. I don't think. Maybe. I'm stressed beyond belief for some reason. I have no idea why. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes you just need to take some time for yourself. I know that feeling. Hello, Momaj Khan. How are you doing today? My name is Jeff. That's unfortunate because chat's trying to pin a crime on you. Good luck. I think they actually did rob her. I think they actually did. I don't think she made that up.
Greg wanted to go to that store that day, the witchcraft gothic one. I wasn't really into it. We went in and looked at a bunch of books on the racks, some of the jewelry, and the little museum section. Honestly, we were looking for the stuff they had in the display, the old creepy things. And when we looked back, Greg was arguing with the store owner. She seemed really nice before that.
Wait, so before Heather mentioned that, I think Greg got into an argument with a man with a baseball cap at the bar. So it kind of just sounds like Greg was very volatile and constantly starting arguments, maybe a bit violent.
Now they were yelling. Greg wanted some books she claimed not to have. Some family thing he really wanted to look at.
Was the book called Grand Rock Mythology?
I think so. She gave him a copy, but he wanted to see the real thing, I guess. She finally went to the back room and got it. He looked through and then asked for some other stuff.
What sort of other stuff?
There was a piece of paper.
A different book. It had a bunch of papers in it. He got angry. We weren't really sure why. He just kept demanding them. Eventually she brought something out and he looked at the book, and then before we knew what was happening, he took a piece of paper and left for the door.
Yeah, what was the paper?
He told us to follow him.
What paper did he take?
Yes.
I don't know. He was just ranting about the store.
I bet you do know.
She obviously bothered him because she wouldn't help him.
Sounds like she helped him. Did it look old?
Yes.
So, something Ruth had, or created.
Probably.
And the book, what was it called?
Book of
I
Games.
don't remember.
Do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah, it had light blue on the cover and some ornate design.
Book of Games.
Why did your friend rob the store? From what you said, he seemed like a nice guy. Why not buy the thing?
I don't know.
Recording missing. I bet she asked him to ask the store lady for the book or something like that.
I don't think it was for sale since it wasn't out.
Your friend robs the store, right? And you didn't know anything about it, even when you left with him?
Why'd the recording
Right.
go missing?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing that it was a robbery. By the time we walked to meet him at the front of the store, he was on the way out. He had some old piece of paper which I didn't notice at the time.
It's Tangled, altered for murder and supernatural clips. Yeah. I'm gotta go see you tomorrow. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Keyless. Enjoy the rest of your day. Where was I with that? Sorry. Grand Rock Mythology. Anything new? No. Alright. Anything new here? No. Paper. What was the paper he took? Book of Games. Oh, there we go. That's a bunch of clips.
So, what is this book of games all about?
Did you go through all the suspect names? Yes, I did.
Yes, that collection. Well, here. I have a photo of it. Only one I have.
Here we go. Good shit.
I thought you'd ask about it. It doesn't photograph well, however. The Book of Games. It's obscure. Only diehard believers would know of it, or historians. But of course, with the internet, anything's
Hope my
possible
parents don't
now.
search my
Most
search
don't
history.
think it exists.
Good luck.
But the really persistent are obsessed with finding out about it. only 3 original
Hello, Nero
copies
Falls. How are you doing
exist,
today?
and I know all of the owners. Well, they don't show it to people, but bits and pieces have gotten out. The other 2 copies are on the eastern side of the country. It's from a collection of writing in the late 1500s in what is now New England. If those kids were into it, well, I'm not surprised what happened to them.
What the fuck's in that book? Hello, Ace. How are you doing today? What the fuck's in that book?
So tell us more about
Whoa,
this
whoa, whoa.
book, then.
Wait,
You
I want
said-
to see the book. Whoa, that's creepy. That's creepy. Is that like a snake pattern?
Well, eventually, after endless back and forth, I caved.
What did they want? What did you give them?
Exactly what they wanted. My oldest book. A book on Grand Rock.
Oops, no, sorry, not this one. It was this one.
So tell us more about this book, then. You said you are not surprised by what happened to the students. What does it do?
It's not what it does. It's what it doesn't do.
Oh, it's a false book. It tells them things that aren't true. It's like fake magic or something.
There's always been this belief that there's some
It's a
mistake
prank.
in the writing of the book.
It's a
That
trap.
The lines are miswritten, since the outcome for most of the content is, well, bad for all intents and purposes for those who recite something in it. As if the people who wrote it did so intentionally.
Yeah,
Since each
it
one
was.
is labeled
It's like a
good,
trap, a trick.
promising all sorts of good outcomes. See, the first arrivers, the first North American settlers who came on the ships, who were in tune with the spiritual dimension, they were smart. They knew they were being killed off one by one in great numbers wherever they were in the world at the time. So they left little pieces of themselves behind.
Lewd.
In the form of their writing. That work was collected by their peers with a few copies discreetly
Certain
made.
pig Latin, the
all
victim had a
by
pork allergy.
and after they died, only their written word would remain. So they left in some parts usefulness.
Maybe it had recipes that were mistranslated, causing chemical explosions. Could be.
To the by their peers, with a few copies discreetly made, all by hand. And after they died, only their written word would remain. So they left in some parts usefulness to those who knew how to interpret it, but to all others, mischief.
Mischief again.
So the people who found the book and made the mistake of trying anything inside usually, always wound up much worse off. The Book of Games was one such collection, but
So
there
why
are
did they
others.
do it then?
So
I guess
these
Heather must have done
kids,
it intentionally,
they
knowing
try
that.
this sort of thing, some sort of spell inside, and don't get it right.
Incantation, yes.
Okay, and that kind of makes you liable, providing something that will knowingly kill them and not telling anyone about it.
Well, they stole it from me, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
You're willing to bet that the jury sees it that way? 5 young, bright students on their way to a sure death.
Let me try to explain more. See, the devil is in the details.
True, in
There
this
was
case.
also rumor that there was some way of interpreting it in some new way to gain knowledge from beyond what is shown and written.
Like a code.
But that's one way of putting it. I had thought the notion of the interpretation, this rumor, died decades ago. I'm not sure where they heard about it or how they knew I have it. The incantation
Good
they
question.
were after inside was one of the most powerful. Promises of an
It was
unending
immortality.
life and a gift of power on each one of the 5 branches of matter.
5 branches of matter.
Okay, time out, hold on. Let me just get this straight. You're saying something from a book by reading a book out loud. I can have eternal life? Oh, sign me up. So, let me see one of the copies. Because actually, we haven't fully turned
I want
the
to
house
see
upside
this.
down, and maybe we can still find this one. I'll get on the call right now.
The diary interpretation is no doubt now destroyed from the events that transpired. And even if you did have access to it, you would fail, as they did. You only get one chance at getting it right.
So why aren't people writing down exactly what they tried, and then keep trying everything slightly different until we figure out how to make it
Good
work?
question.
I mean, that's what I would do.
I'm still assuming
It's
there's drugs
not
involved.
in our way.
I have some more questions. You said it's the 5 branches of matter. What does that mean?
Oh, I
5 branches of matter. They keep saying that, so.
can show you a diagram.
Yes.
Or draw one
Yes,
for
show
you if
me.
it would help. It has to do with
Has to do with what? Always invoke the devil when being threatened with homicide charges. Only innocents do that. True. 5 branches of matter. Uh-huh.
Anything else about the key? The key of John.
Key of John. I don't think the old lady had anything to do with it. I think her only involvement was being robbed and then witnessing the crime.
I have a lot of books and documents. I'd have to go back to the store to tell you more. I can give you an inventory list if you'd like with descriptions. Hasn't been updated in a while though. Come to think of it, I think last looked at that particular
Hello,
document.
Jane Smith. How are you doing today? Thank you
30
so
years
much for
ago.
subscribing.
But that's not to say it's not exactly as described. Now, what was it?
All right, Ruth. Come on. What do you know about this thing?
I want to
I'm not
see
sure.
the paper that went missing.
I must be
I guess
having
that was probably
a
like the
senior
dog tooth
moment.
ceremony, but still.
Something like a song or a recipe.
Hello, Addie. How are you doing today?
A song, a recipe. The kid comes in, asks about 2 specific books he knows you have, and then leaves with this old piece of paper.
Yeah.
It could have been an accident, but nothing about this case seems like an accident. And
I think Heather
maybe
knew about
it's
the.
a knockoff, you said.
Okay, so here's how I think Heather knew about this. Remember that Caleb knows Heather, and Caleb was in town when that fire started 15 years ago, or whatever. So maybe that was when they met. Maybe that was when they met, and she knew about this specific ritual because she knew that people died from it, and then she had Greg ask for it because Greg always went out of his way to do things for Heather.
Make one thing clear, gentlemen. All of the things I sell in my store are genuine. My store
Hello,
sells
Candace.
and
How are you doing
collects
today?
heritage articles and other heirlooms dating hundreds of years.
Those magic kits you sell for $10 are genuine.
They bring genuine joy to those that purchase them.
So the stuff you have in the cabinets is real. The expensive stuff.
Of course. And those things aren't for sale.
Would you mind us coming to take a look around?
I would like to see
Maybe
pictures
take some
also.
pictures of your
Thank you.
inventory.
Yes.
She's the post install? She kind of is.
We could probably get a warrant.
I could make an exception.
Great. Tell us what we'll find out about the key.
Okay, fine. When put together and done on the correct night, the last time moon is in full shadow in October.
I wanna see
The spell
pictures.
they tried should work.
I can't think of any new keywords to try. It feels like we have almost everything we need. We're just trying to find the last few pieces of the puzzle to seal the deal. I think so too. There's always a button to unlock more clips if we need it though, so it is what it is.
By opening the portal to the spirit world, since the doorway is at its thinnest. This is the enchanter community.
I think that last clip actually cleared up that there is no cult. It's just that because this one specific book is in this area that has like a bunch of like spiritual traditions that like the college kids like to gather and like do these like fake rituals on Halloween as like an initiation to the Festival of Fire. And because bad shit happens, they don't normally do it. But I think it happened this time, not because there's a cult that does it all the time. I don't think they actually did it since Lieutenant Colton's niece Jessie died. I think they kind of stopped then. But I think Heather intentionally went out to do the ritual because she wanted to kill her friend because she was unhappy. I think that's what happened. But we'll find out.
With
Did Heather receive any kind of injury? She apparently looked like she was dead when the police officer first arrived, but a later statement in one of the other clips said that it looked like she wasn't really hurt at all.
required spirits to activate parts of the 5 branches or pillars of the Leviathan.
Leviathan. Sabbatic goat.
Or the sabbatic goat, as it's known in some circles.
Hello, Riddick.
These
How are you
refer
doing
to
today?
improved
What
or
should I do?
enhanced sense, as you know.
Clip your toenails.
The traditional ones: sight, hearing, smell, touch, breathing. Communication is another. Manipulation.
Everybody's
math,
gangsta until you summon a
that
primordial
sort of
evil.
thing
So
as
true.
well. Or it could be a combination.
And everybody else blew up. Yeah, I think there was some kind of explosive chemical or mineral involved.
Improved breathing, communication. Okay.
Those are the closest words in our language to describe them, but not as you
One
are.
of the books that they robbed, or like tried to rob of the old lady, was like something about like geological locations in the area and minerals. So that makes me kind of sus that some kind of mineral is involved.
I know them. Communication can mean talking across various planes of physical existence and location.
Oh yeah, and there's also the cistern came up a few times, which is an underground tunnel. So I wonder if there's not some kind of weird mineral in the cistern that they wanted.
Or just harnessing metaphysical world to use it in our world.
Talking with your dead relative.
Anyway.
Anything else happen with this ritual? Lights? Sounds?
Lights,
Fire?
sound, fire.
Death. It always results in death.
So why do it?
That's the big question, isn't it? Keep in mind, it's not always the enchanter's demise. At least when done properly, it shouldn't.
Nitroglycerin?
Be.
Glycerin is
Well, what's
readily
this thing
available, and
called
nitric
that
acid is a
spells
mineral
it,
acid. That'll make
The
it
Burning
could be
Shadows ritual.
Burning Shadows. That's a new name. Burning Shadows. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, what's the evidence? Oh, it's the paper. It's the paper. Communication, sight, hearing, touch, scent, telekinesis, power, vision, matter, death. We found it. Oh, hell yeah. I guess this is in chronological order. What if they put crystal fragments in the ritual pot and that was the fragmentations? Could be. That's how she talks to her dog, maybe.
Look, I'm telling the truth.
You start out lying, saying you don't even remember your own name. Now she would just start believing you?
Things have been coming back to me since we've been talking. I swear.
Sure.
I got to the house that night, and I heard some weird noises.
The murder is
They
Da
were in my
Vinci,
head, but
maybe.
outside too. I felt like I needed to go inside somehow, and I saw lights coming from inside. So I walked up to the porch, turned the door handle, and went inside. Inside the house, it was dark, but I saw these colors coming from the back room. I went down the hall and reached for the door, but I must have hit my head because the next thing I knew it was morning and I was back out on the porch. After a minute, I went inside into the living room and checked.
Wait, let me go back. What did you just say?
Turned the door. I needed to go inside somehow,
Okay.
and I saw lights coming from inside. So I walked up to the porch, turned the door handle, and went inside. Inside the house, it was dark. But
Okay,
I saw these
so he
colors
did go inside the house.
coming from the back room. I went down the hall and reached for the door, but I must have hit my head because the next thing I knew it was morning.
Did he hit his head, or did the smoke make him pass out?
And I was back out on the porch. After a minute, I went inside into
Or
the
did
living
he
room
just
and
like
checked, but
forget what happened in the confusion and panic and like run back to the porch, and that's why he didn't suffocate? Yeah, I'm thinking it was the fumes.
it was too late. Everyone was already dead. I swear.
Do you remember how you hit your head? At what point was that?
No, I don't remember.
You hit your head a lot, don't you?
Or maybe he didn't pass out from that. Maybe Heather intentionally like knocked him out with something, or saw him knocked out there and decided to leave him at the porch to frame him as the suspect, and that's what happened with that. I guess that would make more sense.
No.
How about the location? What was the last thing you remember being in the living room that night?
I honestly can't remember. Stuff was weird at the time. The noises were both in my head and outside of it. What I was looking at was weird too. Things were kind of like a picture, like a painting, or like a stained glass window.
Was the head injury reported? I don't think so.
And all distorted somehow.
Sounds odd.
Yeah, I'll say.
Do you remember if you saw anyone in there, in the house at night?
No. I mean, maybe some of the shapes were people. They
Huh.
were like paper dolls or something, moving, just shapes of people and noises.
Yeah, I don't think there's much
Nothing
point
in
in
the
trying to figure out
morning
the
either.
gases. If they want to tell us what it is, they will. If not, they probably
It was
won't.
too ugly. I looked away and left.
Hello, Arthur. How are you doing today? Salut, mon. Coucou, babou, de l'île tropicale. Bonjour, comment ça va? J'aime ce bébé. Et tu?
5 branches of a pentagram and 5 victims.
Pentagram. Pentagram.
Seems like the spell worked.
So you think it was suicide? Like a mass cult thing?
Let me just point one thing out to you, geniuses. That spell, that ritual, the burning shadows, you didn't have 5 victims, you had 4. It worked, but not like it was supposed to. 4 people died, so something changed. Otherwise, all 5 of them would still be.
Whoa.
5 victims.
One for each branch.
Seems like the spell worked.
So you think it was suicide? Like a mass cult thing?
Aha, so they was a
Let me
cult
just
thing.
point one thing out
Just
to you,
kidding.
geniuses. That spell, that ritual, the burning shadows, you didn't have 5 victims, you had 4. It worked, but not like it was supposed to. 4 people died, so something changed. Otherwise, all 5 of them would still be alive.
Remind us what the burning shadow ritual is in your eyes.
I don't know. I've only ever heard of it from things not to try in that book.
So he knew that you weren't
Which
supposed to
book?
try them.
The game book.
So what changed?
I guess that's for you to find out.
Well, he's not wrong. Watched 100% of the videos from one character. Hell yeah. He saw colors and shapes and stuff, so it seems pretty safe to assume he got drugged hard. Absolutely. You eat babies? Nice. Oui, oui. Moi, ça va bien. I don't even know what that name is supposed to mean. Whatever the fumes are, they're super effective. So true. What in the washing machine did you say? Who knows? Who knows? I would love to be an Oracle in a video game. That would be pretty dope, huh? The others were a sacrifice. Yeah, I don't even think it's so much a sacrifice as she was trying to kill them because she didn't like them. She felt betrayed by all of her friends. Yeah, I think Heather just wanted to kill her friend group because she felt like she didn't have a place anymore and she wanted revenge.
So do you think these kids are involved with whatever your niece got into back then?
Seems like they were definitely trying something similar. Although my niece was the only one who died in that fire, and everyone else got out relatively okay, besides some burns.
So something similar then.
If they did it to themselves, then they all but died acting foolishly. I'd say that's pretty similar.
You really believe it though? That this stuff is real?
There's so many people that believe in this witchcraft stuff.
Witchcraft, damn.
Witchcraft. People look you straight in the eye and tell you that they think it's real. So many of those people. There's got to be truth behind it. Smart people. My own family thought it, and I've seen some weird stuff in this job. So if it is,
Sorry, it's getting swept up in the occult theme.
everyone's gotta swing
That's
back
fair.
another way.
That's fair.
And how do we do that?
Hard work, perseverance, being vigilant. It's not hard. Just got to be determined to do the right thing.
What do you have
No,
to
I
say
don't
about
know the
this,
history of that
young
particular
lady?
spell. The Burning Shadows. Records weren't kept of who contributed to the Book of Games originally. The Burning Shadows was old, even the Book of Games were kept of who contributed to the Book of Games originally. The Burning Shadows was old, even back then when it was first collected.
Why is it called the Burning Shadows?
I don't know, if I'm honest.
Care to
Good
guess?
question.
Not really. No one's ever done it successfully, as far as I'm aware. I've kept it away from people.
As you
Again,
should.
I don't
It's
know
a book of death.
where they found out that I had it.
If the ritual turned out the way it did, and assuming that all the students did everything correctly, why didn't it work?
I don't know. And I'm as surprised as you are to hear that there's a survivor. They should have all died. They were all close
Uh-huh.
to the origin where it's the strongest. The power should have emerged right there at the source.
Yeah, the explosion.
If they had the key document and knew the original incantation,
Let's
it should have
try
worked.
incantation again, also.
Could they have messed it up somehow?
I suppose that's possible.
Remember, Yudi have a BF. I don't have a boyfriend, I have a husband. I'm married in real life. That's not even a meme. I am legally married. Hello, Darwin. How are you doing today?
Human error is always a possibility.
And if they didn't do it right, why didn't they? Assuming they didn't want to kill themselves, something must have been different.
That's the big question.
Somebody could have changed something. But
Oh, no
what?
worries, I'm not offended by that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. But let's move off of that topic, okay? Because I don't like that kind of topic in chat, okay? Okay, so let's move on and focus on the game, okay? Thank you.
Would you like to try something? I have just learned it.
How recently?
Very.
What is it?
The earthing seance.
Earthing seance. You didn't have to retract your message. It's no. It's fine talking. It's fine to talk about my husband. That's fine. I do not like when people start trying to get flirty and stuff in chat. That makes me uncomfortable. That's what makes me uncomfortable. That's why there's a rule in chat about that. Do I mind jokes or passing comments? Not so much. But when it lingers too long, I do not like that, okay?
What do you know about the Burning Shadows ritual?
Nothing. Not heard that before.
Your friends never mention it? Greg, Alana, Emily, maybe?
No.
You sure?
You're asking me if I know something.
Hello,
and
Greek
I'm
yogurt.
telling
How are
you
you
I
doing
don't.
today?
Not sure what else to tell you.
So the witness saying that's what your friends were up to is a lie, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa.
What do you know about the Burning Shadows ritual?
Nothing. Not heard that before.
Sus.
Your friends never mention it? Greg, Alana, Emily, maybe?
No.
You sure?
You're asking me if I know something, and I'm telling you I don't. Not sure what else to tell you.
So the witness saying that's what your friends were up to is a lie, right?
Ooh. Spicy.
Okay, I have something I need to get off my chest. I've been hearing voices.
We guessed as much.
Damn girl, you sit with that ass. Hell
Ever since that
yeah.
night, I just don't like what they're saying. They're getting aggressive.
Why do you think they started then?
I was there.
The night of the attack? You were at the house?
Yes.
She
It
was?
was horrible. But so was he.
What the
whoa,
fuck?
Whoa. Let's not go throwing out wild accusations.
A patrol car was outside the house, I swear.
What the fuck?
Okay, well, what were you doing?
Excuse me?
Or is this something the voices are telling you?
They confirm it. They say they're all there.
Who?
I don't know what they mean.
What?
I only just started hearing them. Ever since that night when I was there, I was walking and I saw lights move inside the house. They were all different colors.
You saw lights?
Yes, strange
She's
colors.
high.
Coming from downstairs windows. Colors I've never really seen before, if I'm honest.
Colors you hadn't seen before.
Yes, I know how strange that sounds.
What the fuck?
It's the only way I can describe it. They were beautiful, but almost terrifying at the same time. What is that smell?
Smell?
Yes, like a fire pit, like something
Sulfur.
burning?
Yeah, I don't smell anything. Do you?
They burn sulfur.
You're hearing things. Smelling things.
It was sulfur.
You sure you're alright right now? Don't need anything, do you? Maybe you should have some more water.
She acting crazy? I think she inhaled the
So,
sulfur.
what happens when you get to the lights in the window?
I looked inside naturally. What I saw was the students, Alana and her friends, everything decked out in white, candles lighting the room. They were sitting down, and the lights seemed to hover around them. I had my camera with me, but it wouldn't turn on. The battery went dead.
Can sulfur interfere with electronics? Because maybe that's why the camera kept like glitching out around like the officer and Caleb and Natalie and Heather, because they have like the thing interfering with the electronics on them.
So you see lights inside the house. Then what happened?
The lights moved faster and faster. The candles were flickering.
So she clearly has the smell in her nose. If she was at the house, got high off the fumes. Exactly. Tell me your lore. I did actually write lore, but I don't really talk about it much. I never really integrated it. I am just a fox lady.
I knocked on the window because I was scared for them. I wanted them to stop, but they didn't hear me, no matter how hard I knocked. The shadows in their room were...
Don't think sulfur could do it. It could be something else, but there was definitely sulfur involved, I think. It's corrosive, so if the gas was in contact with electronics, then it's possible.
weird.
Radiation
Longer,
can.
Not normal. Not moving right. I got a bad feeling, so I went around the back to the house to try to get into the back door. It was locked. I tried the doorknob once.
That it
looked
was
away
both
for a
no
second,
fucks.
And then I reached the doorknob again, and an explosion happened.
In the house?
Radioactive material?
Yeah,
It could
I ran
be.
back
It
to
could
the
be.
side, and the windows of the living room were all blown out. It was dark and abnormally quiet. I couldn't tell other people were inside, so I left really quickly.
This is quite a story.
No
but
kidding.
We've heard a lot today. Why
Kitsune?
not
Yes,
tell us
kitsune.
this when we picked you up today? Why not call us last night?
I didn't think you'd believe me. I just wanted to put everything I saw past me. Then when we started talking about How's the suspect, I got scared. I'm still shook up about it. I didn't say anything that night and just went home. I put my head down and I fell asleep instantly. If you hadn't picked me up today, I would have thought the whole thing was just a dream.
Damn, she's really out of it. Ooh, what the fuck? Detective, watch out for her and the others. Anyone you let free could come for you too. We're all here counting on you to do the right thing. Put them all away. Well, that's creepy. That's creepy, like the weird anonymous photo. Radiation is the only thing that can make a camera glitch, so it could be radiation, yeah. Well, I'll try sulfur anyways. No. Okay, I had some other keywords written down. Key of John.
So what's this diary page they grabbed?
Oh, we call it the Key of John.
Ah, that's the page.
And what's the key of John?
Who is John?
The key. A document hundreds of years old, stolen by your victims.
Sulfate.
2
We'll try
years
that
ago.
next.
The document refers to a man called John Van Persie.
John Van Persie.
An early 16th century.
Hello, Flop.
explorer
How are
from
you
the
doing today?
Netherlands. He met indigenous cultures all over the world for the first time. Gained
okay,
lots of
sure.
knowledge on how the world works.
So was he a witch, or as you call it, a warlock, that sort of thing?
Warlock.
No. But he met many types of people, many spiritual, and gained their trust. They gave him some of their writing to take with him.
Damn.
They knew having it as far away from them as possible would save the true usefulness of their work from being uncovered. He took it back
Yeah,
to the
Key of
old
John
world.
was the page that
So,
Greg took
You do a
from her
spell,
store.
Incantation, ritual, whatever. You do some stuff on the hill, say some stuff in your house and stuff like that. But what's it all supposed to do?
Well, in this case, the key interprets the part of the game book as originally intended. It imbues the enchanter with newfound windows.
I thought it was supposed to be immortality.
Newfound windows into the world. We're going to have to ask for an
Yuki
explanation.
Tsune, something like that, yeah.
Knowledge, power. Your kind would call them.
I thought it was supposed to be immortality. Are these two separate conversations?
Like superpowers.
So it was written in
Superhero
English? Yes,
stuff?
I believe so.
Whoa, I want invisibility.
Huh.
I am not used to such events in my store. As you know, I was working around 3 p.m. They barge in and demand to see my most prized books. I said I didn't know where anything was and to come back later. They insisted I find the books and wouldn't leave until they had them. Said they needed them now. I tried to tell them how cluttered everything was in the store, but they didn't
Mood.
believe me. One of them knocked over my card displays.
Rude. Not the
trying
Yu-Gi-Oh
to make a
cards.
point, no doubt.
I hope
had
it was
enough of them
Rescue
then
Ace.
And walked over to the drawer behind the display cabinet, where I found the books that they were after. They snatched it out of my hands, looked it over, and demanded to see my older, original writings as well. They took the document we're talking about and off
The
they
Key of
went.
John.
I picked up my display of cards and went back behind the counter and finished the day.
Just surprised we didn't get any calls about a robbery at your store that day.
I understand, but it's typically not our way. I tried to stop them. I wanted to give
A
them
fake key, huh?
a fake key, but it just wasn't possible.
Huh. 90% of the videos for 2 characters. Oh, we still have quite a few. Okay, this is... Oh, okay, this is supposed to be the Key of John? Okay, never mind. So it wasn't... It wasn't this. This was the page they took, I guess, for immortality. This is the Key of John. Interesting. What happened with that? shit. Leviathan. Nothing. Ooh.
I guess I don't know what I was expecting. We all went on the website at school before we left and read about it. How everything, like these different groups and religions, have sort of a claim to the site. That it's this and that, something for all their beliefs. Not Christian religions, but other types. More native stuff and the witch stuff. Satanists.
Yeah, Greg took the immortality thing.
More native stuff and the witch stuff. Satanists, Wiccans, I guess. I don't know if that's right. Emily and Greg were pretty into it. I thought it was kind of funny.
Were they?
Sorry, I guess I'm not feeling well. Looking forward to going home.
Thanks.
I guess they were poisoned by whatever they
super helpful.
put on fire.
Sounds like you were pretty scared that night.
It really was. I think it clouded my memory.
You ever been that scared before in your life?
Never. No. It was the scariest thing that's ever happened to me.
It's
She was very
understandable.
nervous.
Yeah.
Didn't you and Emily try some witch stuff in the past?
I mean, yeah.
I wonder if the electronic disruptions are just another red herring because I keep getting cut off on them. It's effective if they are. Yeah, they also said that there was a lightning storm or whatever during these recordings, so it's hard to say.
It was just kid stuff. And it wasn't for very long. I think I mentioned her and Greg were more into it.
When you met up and did stuff, I mean,
Which characters received the video disruptions? All of them except for Ruth, who was recorded on a different day.
during this time, what sort of stuff did you do?
Stuff we read about on the internet and books. Love spells and potions.
Yeah, I think so too, Kirby.
Cursing people. That sort of stuff. But none of it ever worked.
None of it?
No. Like I said, it was just a short time. We stopped because none of it ever worked. It's not real.
Did you think it was fun anyways? Did you guys ever meet up and just watch a scary movie together? Do you like horror movies, books, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I guess.
Ever try to scare each other? Maybe play a prank on each other?
Yeah, I guess.
So, you do kind of like
That's
to
a
be
mood.
scared.
That's a mood.
Yes, but not like this. This was different. This was real.
Hello. I don't know, how are you doing today? I'm not sure if you know, but well, I've been watching you for a while. Not to sound like a weirdo, but my mom died when I was little, so you've been like a mom to me, so thank you. If that's true, then you are so welcome. You are so welcome. You're so welcome here, and I'm glad I can help. But if that's just a copy pasta, that's interesting. But if that's serious, then I'm glad I can help. Oh, it's another unknown message. I do try to give comfy vibes. And I do not mind people calling me mother. I do not mind that.
Sounds like you were pretty
Didn't mean to
scared
click
that
on
night.
that. Has Ruth lied at all? Or been caught in a lie? No, she's just a little out there. The only thing that was strange was that she said that she was talking like her dog was alive when he's actually dead. But I don't think that was so much a lie as, you know, oops, stupid keyboard. Anything new? No. I saw something new there.
I don't remember a fire.
Poor
no.
Ken.
I remember running into the living room and then being hit, seeing bright lights for a second.
Copy
Or
paste
it
random
could've
numbers
been
and
a
letters
fire,
from the unknown guy. I
but
don't
it
know if
also
I
could've been
can.
because I was hit.
The hospital said you had some minor first-degree burns on your body, and your hair had been singed a little at the tips.
Huh.
You have no idea.
Could have been because I was hit.
The hospital said you had some
Hello, Seawolf. How are you doing today? We are playing Interrogation Files Port Landsend.
minor first-degree burns on your body, and your hair had been singed a little at the tips. You have no idea where that came from?
No.
Why don't you like your keyboard? Because it's broken. That's why there's like 3 Gs every time I press it once.
Must have generated a lot
A
of
couple
heat.
keys are like that.
We found some wax, too, and remains of candles. Do you remember those?
No.
We've had power cuts in the area the last few days. Maybe your friend stocked up on candles and lit some. Could have been what you saw in the living room.
Maybe, yeah.
Hello, Big Walter. How are you doing today? Feet pics? No, not for free. And not for money. Fire? What else? What else? Did I try Leviathan? I can't remember. Yeah, okay. Thanks for stopping by, Greek Yogurt. Enjoy the rest of your day. Can you fix the keyboard? I have no idea. I have no idea. Thank you. You are welcome. We're still missing a bunch for Natalie. I wonder what about. Although I don't feel like she's super relevant to this, to be honest. Where's the history? Wait, what did the messages say? She's lying. She's lying. Was there a hidden message in the one up here too? I don't see a hidden message here. Hello, Matthew. How are you doing today? Fingernail pics again. What I said before. Not for free and not for money may mean that feet pics can be acquired by some third, more sinister thing. Don't give up over. Is Jeff the alternate personality? No, no, no. Jeff is the police officer. The alternate personalities are Caleb and Colby. She's lying. What was the first message then? Hospital?
Surprised you're doing so well for everything that happened 2 nights ago. Glad you're recovering so well. Even the doctors are really surprised at how fast your recovery has been.
Yeah, I must have a good metabolism.
Critical condition one
Sus.
day, out of the hospital the next. We're so lucky that you survived. It's really a miracle. You're going to stay in the hospital back in the city, right? To get away from town and recover at home?
Yeah, I don't really feel good at all.
Well,
Yes, it's Jeffrey Jeff Colton, correct.
you've been through a lot.
Nothing new here. What was the evidence again? No names there. History. Okay. Oh, this sorts it by chronology. That's nice. Oh yeah, Fort. Thank you, Fort. I want to say it was like Corden. Nothing new. Where's Ruth in a different room to everyone else? It was recorded on a separate day entirely, that's why. Ritual. There was some dude's name mentioned in one of the videos, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember a
Not that.
I am not used to this store, as you know.
No, not that.
Okay, fine. When they tried should work. Since the door
Not that. I think it was under the Key of John that the dude was mentioned, actually. Key of John.
I am not used to such a.
So I take it that I called the demoning summoning thing. Score 1 for the boys. No, there was no demon.
That's in my store. As you know, I was working around 3 p.m.
Okay, not that one.
Original right.
So what's this diary page they
Stolen by your victim.
John Van Persie. John Van Persie. Is there anything else in this one? Warlock. Incantation. Incantation. Starting to get sleepy. If you're tired, feel free to go to sleep at any time. Newfound. Newfound. We tried papers. Oh.
Do you think you could have maybe gained some sort of an ability in the last day or so?
In the hospital?
Damn it, it's back to supernatural
I was just
shit.
lying
Fuck.
there mostly. What do you mean?
I don't know. You've seen horror and superhero movies, right? Some people can make stuff happen with their minds.
Like what? That doesn't
Like the
seem
placebo
possible.
effect, huh?
I really swear I saw some things move on their own in here.
Was the Tom not mentioned?
On their own.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Maybe it was the wind?
Yeah, I think you need a break. This case has finally cracked you. I'm not able to tell you, but maybe you should just go home for the day. Ask your boss. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel that tired. Maybe you're right, though.
So true, Edward. So
I'll
true.
go see what he says.
John Van Persie. Nothing new there. Warlock. Incantation. Nothing new. Maybe just John. What else? Underground. Mineral. Sulfate? No. Okay, maybe they didn't summon a demon, but witches and warlocks frequently entreat all kinds of deities, including demons for power. Score 1/2 for the boys back home. Candle. They also mentioned lights. And sounds. No. Colors? No. Okay, we're just gonna... We need a hint. We're missing a
You ever
bunch
married
from
once
Natalie.
before?
Yeah, unfortunately.
To an Anthony Valentine.
Ooh, that's a new name. Anthony Valentine.
That's right.
How long were you married for?
7 years.
Mine lasted 3.
I guess there are exceptions to the rule.
Is that the one she did the ritual for?
The 7-year itch.
Your husband died, though. A little different.
Oh,
What did he die of?
Tony died of a long-term illness.
Tony.
What sort of an illness?
Just general
Tony.
illness, malaise.
What the fuck?
He was constantly sick.
What was the cause of death? I can look this up too, but it would just be easier if you
What the
told me.
fuck?
Pneumonia.
In your house?
No.
Pneumonia. Yeah, she really is.
He had rented an apartment here downtown.
Tell me more.
Not much to tell, you know.
Come on, Natalie. You're under oath now. You can't hide anymore.
What the fuck?
It's like
Are they accusing her of murdering her husband?
Funny you should say that. He was a dentist. Like I said, not much to tell. He's from upstate New York. I was considerably younger. We were very unhappy, and
Unhappy, but stayed together for 7 years.
Know about him?
not much, I guess.
Anthony Valentine. Tony? How are you even supposed to find that? Pneumonia. How are you supposed to find that one? None of those work. What does Natalie have to do with anything such an oddball? She apparently witnessed it. Maybe they happen when someone's lying. I was wondering about that, but they've also happened during relatively mundane things being said. Oh yeah, husband and maybe marriage.
They didn't have problems, not really. The neighbor Ruth is a bit of a kook. For me, a few of the men in town seemed quite taken by my singing. But that's nothing new, and they're all quite harmless. I can be very direct if I need to be.
So, you have some admirers?
Yes, Rick. Nothing to be concerned about. Mostly men who live alone, divorcees, men on their way to becoming divorcees. All types, really. What can I say? I was born with a beautiful voice.
And anyone you think who could have done this?
I don't think
Killing
they're
in a
indicating anything
house?
specifically.
We're not quite the wholesome neighborhood that we grew up with here. Seems like neighbors hardly know each other's names anymore, let alone talk. Who knows what happened?
Marriage. Husband. Relationship. No. You can see her reading a script, yeah. She's not exactly hiding it. So it sounds like she got dosed with the same concoction as our Beanie Boy, yeah.
A neighbor said she saw you entering the house last
True.
week while Mr. and Miss Morgan were still in town.
Oh, what did Ruth say then?
What was that about?
I'm not sure how that's connected to your investigation. Is she sure it was me? I mean, how do you know someone is actually them?
It's advisable for you to tell us the truth
Sus.
and the whole truth at this point.
You already know she
for
was in the
once.
house, though.
Well, if you must know, I was welcoming them to town. They're not always there. Thought I'd come over and deliver a welcome gift.
A welcome gift? Like a basket of something?
Yes.
Right. How did that go?
Well, it could have been better. I had no idea some of them, Claire and Alana, were allergic to eating nuts. Turns out only Mr. Morgan was able to enjoy them.
You bake cookies for a lot of people in this town?
He ate her nuts.
I don't think Rick or I have ever received any.
No?
Have you, Rick?
No?
Well, I don't do that often, no. Only when I'm in the mood for certain people.
Lewd.
Or... Never mind. Okay. Was that the last time you saw them?
Yes.
So you stopped by to drop the cookies off, then what happens?
Well, I didn't stay long. They were less than appreciative. Craig was, but not Claire or Alana.
How come?
I don't know. I came in, dropped them off, and Mrs. Morgan, Claire, and I exchanged unpleasantries.
Unpleasantries. Maybe there's something new under Claire. No. There's not gonna be anything for this. Nope. Oh yeah, Rick. Nope. Okay. Richard. I don't know. Ricardo.
Tell us more about these unpleasantries, as you call them.
I arrived at their house, happy to be bringing my neighbors, some of my favorite people in the whole world, freshly baked cookies.
Oh,
and
the
another gift.
cookies.
Welcoming
The
them back
cookies.
from their journeys, Craig's childhood home. Immediately, when the door
Hello,
opened,
Blaze.
I
How are
heard
you doing
someone
today?
say, "Oh, great!" in another room when I was talking to Craig, giving him the cookies.
God,
See,
yeah,
Claire
the
didn't
cookies
want
keep
to invite
coming
me
up.
in, but Craig did. So I assumed the voice from another room was talking.
We exchanged unpleasantries. What a fun way to say they threw hands. So true. So true. Possible poisoning? I don't think so. I mean, yes, but not from the cookies. Hello, Soul. How are you doing today?
About me, of course. And then out comes Claire around the corner. "What are you doing here? Who let you in?" she says. "Very nice, right?" I said, "I baked some cookies, Claire." And she picked one of them off the plate, looks at it, looks at me, and says she's allergic. And then she feeds it to the dog.
Yeah. That was not too nice of her.
Okay, that's
Yes,
kind of funny.
Being a bigger person, I said, "I'm glad your family will get to enjoy them." And then she
Hello,
flipped
Slayer. How are you
out and
doing?
said
Yes, I
something really
remember
rude.
you.
And, well, I found myself back on the porch.
Was Alana there at that time?
The girl?
Look up cookies
no,
next.
I don't know.
So basically, she called you out for sleeping with her husband.
I can certainly see why this case went cold,
Not
yeah.
quite. We didn't speak of anything specific, but not far off the mark either. Just some verbal back and forth. I'm sure they enjoyed the cookies.
They couldn't eat them.
Well, it's the thought.
Cookies. Aha.
You said you brought cookies and another
Ooh.
gift to the Morgans
Another gift.
a few weeks ago. What was the other thing?
Well, it was a small statuette I found at the
Sus.
antique mall. An animal made out of what looked like a gemstone.
Gemstone. Onyx.
Looked like onyx?
We combed over the house. Didn't see a lot of knickknacks.
Exactly. I thought they would like it.
Was it a gift for Alana, maybe? We found it in her room.
Huh.
Not really. I gave it to them because I wanted to smooth things over between all of us. I give all my
Yes.
friends
Hello,
gifts,
Jesus
and I want
Angel.
things
How are
to
you
go
doing
good
today?
between us. I don't like any negativity on my street. Now, with her death and them moving, I worry things will never work out between us.
Nope. Okay. Is it a picture? It's a raven. That's a raven. Which is interesting because I searched it up. Yeah, nothing new came up. Onyx, maybe? Stop saying cookies. Yeah, I could go for some cookies. Gemstone. Nope. Okay, well that was a dead end fast. So Raven, that's so true. I loved That's So Raven as a kid.
Our house still bears the name our family experimented adopting at one point. Believe it was my mother who thought it'd be more American sounding and easier to pronounce. I've kept it, although I'm thinking about reverting it back to the original Bruce drum.
Druid Strong. God, that's hard to type out. Okay.
Officially, Natalia Brunstrom on my birth certificate. My explorer/Dutch great-grandfather married a beautiful Russian woman in his adventures. We have quite a big family tree, and you can see it traced
what
back
was
very
that?
far. It must have been an exciting time for him to be alive, much more freer, unlike now. Everyone seems so paralyzed by fear now.
Playback error. What the fuck?
I'm sorry,
I don't know if you
what?
guys heard that, but there was like a whispering voice that said, "I see you." That was
Didn't say
creepy.
anything.
Oh, okay, I thought you did. Sound like you whispered something to me? Anyway, I was saying we're Slavs tracing our roots back to the forests of Eastern Europe before that time. All very interesting to me, but I doubt we're here to talk about my genealogy. Let's get back to the topic that's useful
That
to
was
you,
fucked up.
Lieutenant.
Give me a hot moment to type this out because that was a weird spelling. No? Okay. Starting to feel fear right about now. We'll be okay, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So you were in the house 2 weeks ago.
Glad it's still daytime same.
Welcoming Mr. and Mrs. Morgan back to the neighborhood. They just stayed there a couple of nights.
Thanks for
they
stopping
said.
by, Raj. Have a good
weekend.
night.
Was that the last time you were there?
Yeah, that would have been it.
See, one of the problems we're having is that the front door
That's
was bashed.
maybe.
Exactly where someone might have taken a crowbar to open it. But when we looked at it a little closer, we didn't necessarily find evidence that was forcibly opened.
Yeah, it wasn't that messed up.
I think what my partner's trying to enunciate, is that the door was splintered, but not enough
Huh.
where the deadbolt would have been able to have been opened. That part was still intact. I was the one who broke it when I entered. The rest of the house was locked too. So I asked the Morgans, who might have access to the property besides
Look up
them,
key
if they
again
gave
also.
their key to anyone to look after the house when they were away.
The old
They
lady.
said that no one looked after the house while they were away, but they did give their key to
Yeah.
their neighbor Ruth, in case they were ever locked out.
Key. Oh, there's a new message? Okay. Oh, there's 2 new videos for Key.
The other thing they mentioned, the Morgans, in speaking with them on the phone, is that they gave their key to various house sitters and other people to look at in the past. Only the neighbor Ruth currently has one, as far as we can tell. And of the people they mentioned, most have either moved out of state.
So I think what they're trying to get at is that because she was having an affair with Alana's dad, she also had a key that they weren't mentioning.
Are deceased or were away out of town with solid alibis. There's only one person on the list that we have yet to check off, and that's you. So please tell us, when did you last have the key to their house?
Must have been about 15 to 20 years ago. We were in our late 20s, and I looked after the place for Craig. He had just inherited the house from his grandparents. I gave the key back, though. Did that come up in your call and your sleuthing?
Huh.
Okay, fair enough. We're not saying you did anything yet, to be clear, but we can check that out.
She could have made a copy. threw it out.
Good point. She could have. I don't think
There's
she did,
no
but still.
key. Arrest me. Get a search warrant. Look in my house. There's no key.
Okay, now, we believe. We'll still double check with Miss Morgan, but we want to ask you one more time. Was last weekend the last time you were at the house?
I said yes.
All right. The witness
Okay.
just saw a female face in the window this morning. Maybe it could have been you.
I don't think it was
Checking in on
her.
the break-in for the Morgans, keeping a watch on the neighborhood, that sort of thing.
No.
All right. Just interesting. An older lady, and then you.
Sounds like the house is a little more busy than we first thought. You ever spend any significant time at the house?
I've been there for social occasions, sure.
How so?
I don't even know if
They would
that's
follow me around.
intentional. I
They
still
would
think
know
she's a
I'm
great
friends
actor.
with Mr. I'm also an amateur photographer, and I like to take a lot.
Yeah, it was definitely Heather.
Yes. Some people have complained, concerned someone was snooping in the area.
I'm not a snoop. He asked me to look after the house while they were away.
Whoa. What the fuck? Whoa.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
That whisper again. Never mind. Must be thin walls.
I mean, they're cinder blocks, but okay. Let's try to focus.
Hello,
here.
Valvina. How are you doing today? That was spooky. Shit, there was something else. Glitch. I think I looked that up early, though. Someone just messing with her that scary? Yeah. She looks really stressed
What do
out.
you mean? I don't know why they're asking. I don't want to. It's fine. I don't want to interfere.
Huh?
It's enough. It will happen. Let them.
Was she involved? What's Heather's relation to the Morgans? Her friends. She was friends with the daughter of the Morgans, and one of the daughters of the Morgans died.
Everything
Forgot
okay?
this was a horror game.
Yes.
Hello, Rock. How are you doing
We want
today?
you to take a look at these photos. When we picked you up for questioning, you had a framed photo sitting in your living room. The others were in the back, behind the framed photo. So what are we looking at?
Photos of Craig and his family?
You're an amateur photographer, right?
Yes.
Are these your photos that you took?
Yes. I mean, somebody could have taken them with my camera.
Yeah, that was weird. That was weird. Camera. Okay. Photos taken by Natalie Bergstrom. Found at suspect's residence. Oh, there's somebody in the background. There's somebody behind the fence. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I
Can I see
hope
the
there's
photo
not a
one more time?
ghost. Craig a weirdo?
These
No.
photos, what was the circumstances when they were taken? They don't exactly look like posed photos or even candid shots.
They were taken at the park here downtown. I had bumped into
So
them
she
on
admits she
Saturday,
took the
and we
picture.
all went to the park.
You, and Alana, and her parents, Claire and Craig, all went to the park
Yes, like I said.
This is
we were
really
at the
weird.
park.
together. Well, I'll give you that you were all at the park at the same time together, but these don't look like they knew you were taking them. They're not exactly smiling for the camera. I mean,
Craig is Alana's father, and he was purportedly having an affair with this woman.
look at this one. It's practically through bushes. Did they know you were there?
I told them I was going to go to the park too. When I bumped into them at the market, I assumed so. So yeah.
Right.
That's a weird conversation. I don't know if I believe
You
that.
wouldn't happen to be a stalker?
Pick me to
there,
this
Natalie?
live show to hate you.
When
You're
you take
welcome.
pictures of people at the park without them knowing, seems kind of stalker-ish to me.
Stalker.
What do you think?
Yeah, I could see that being seen that way.
Yeah, I can see it too. You ever take any of them at home too? You're stalking this guy and his poor family. The question
Maybe
is
she was
why,
a stalker.
How far you'll go.
Well, I disagree with your assessment.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that.
Why stalk anyone? Seems like someone with your looks
Because she's
talent,
obsessed because he's an
strength,
ex-boyfriend. Yeah, we don't know
standing in the
anything about his
community
personality. I just
would have
don't
people
think it's
lined up,
relevant, and that's why.
dying to know more about you.
It's funny how things work, isn't it?
Hmm. I think it's possible the supernatural seeming things could be part of a cover-up to protect Heather since they've been dissuading you specifically from pursuing the case. Yeah, it could be. Hello, Natalie. How are you
We got
today?
Got me? What do you mean?
Yep, we got you.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
When we left the room, you see all the cameras feed back in our
Ooh.
audio video room. We have a guy there watching them all the time.
What did she do?
He just called us over and played back the last couple of minutes to us. Your little monologue. Didn't think we were watching.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about.
Trying to work out your story, right?
Uh-oh.
Practicing. Maybe you didn't even realize what you were doing. We know that happens.
I really don't know what you're talking
She has a
about.
lapse in memory.
You said you didn't want to interfere. Interfere with what?
I don't know.
Okay, fine.
Maybe
don't
she
remember.
has some sort of mental illness also.
How about right now then? What wouldn't you want to interfere with right now if we asked? Or were you talking about that in the past?
Yeah, it could also be tweaking out.
Remind me of a guy I know. Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
Do you have any history of schizophrenia? Voices in your head?
What if the bad
No,
actress
this
thing
is
is
a
actually
joke,
delivered?
right?
That would be huge. It
You're
would be.
messing with me. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about.
No need. We'll figure it out.
Hmm. Hmm. Damn.
Oh, I can't recall the name of the website.
Website.
Now. I went to it once when it was constantly in the news here at
Ooh.
the Herald. All this history about the area.
Let's try history.
Most of it seemed rather far-fetched. Not sure where he came up with it. The guy who runs the site, his name's Jack, right?
Jack.
I've met him before.
That's the first time we've heard of Jack.
All the skill of the settlers and the growing pains somehow having relevance today. Most people in this town haven't been here long enough to begin to know what he's talking about. Jack Thompson, that's it.
Jack Thompson.
You know, he owns a little convenience store slash small museum slash
What the
knickknack
fuck?
slash whatever makes you money
Pardon?
store in the rock. I really think it's just a way for him to drum up sales for all the quasi-historical tat that he sells. All of those little trinkets.
God,
and books.
that
No
game.
doubt the tourists
That
will
was so
come lap
good.
it up, though.
That was so good. Ooh. History brings
I don't
up two
really
new
know anything
clips.
about the history here, no, apart from what I read on the website.
The website.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was curious about the necklace too. But yeah, okay, we'll look up, I'll write down necklace also.
Funny touristy website.
She probably means Jack's site, right? Was it called Natural Curiosities
Natural Curiosities.
of the Olympic Peninsula or something like that?
That's
Yeah,
such a
sounds like
long
it could've
fucking
been that.
website name.
Well, we don't have many websites about the area as far as I know.
The website looked kind of trashy and old.
Mood.
Doesn't really do the area justice.
Jack really needs a history lesson. Maybe go to the library or speak with someone to get his facts straight. All this supposed nonsense about the crimes, the explorers and settlers.
He might have been right.
Talks of unsavory deals with the native population, land grabs, enslavement, killings, and everything else. Sacrifices. Well, I suppose it brings.
Why
the
isn't
tourists,
sacrifice
so
a
you don't
keyword?
mind, do you? However, it's insulting to the town. He really needs to be stopped, whether by your organization or he finally comes to his senses. Makes no difference to the community.
Yeah, they could have
here.
corrupted that, and they could have also corrupted specific parts to make it look more supernatural than it should. Nothing new there. Oh,
You have a good eye. My necklace pendant is a pendulum. It helps me keep grounded and
pendulum.
connected to the earth and others around me. I
So
acquired
she
it
does
here
believe in
town a long time
spirituality.
ago. Actually, in my neighbor's store when I was a teenager. Funny, it hasn't changed much.
Does it do anything?
It's just a stone, right?
If
Stone.
you don't believe in it, why wear it?
No reason. It looks pretty.
So you don't share any of the similar beliefs as your neighbors? Remember, you're under oath.
I remember.
She didn't actually answer the question though. Wait, what's the necklace of? Just, okay, yeah, just a stone. Pendulum, she said. Nothing new. Hello, Lost Souls, how are you doing today? Be a relatively unsatisfying answer like a nameless hired hacker or something? Absolutely. Absolutely could. Anything? No, nothing new. Damn. Oh well. Nah, nothing new there. Damn, we keep hitting. Maybe if I just search Jack or something.
I'm the singer, not a waiter or a bartender. I don't concern myself with food or drink. But if you must know, Wednesday we served a delicious...
What's this game? This is Interrogation Files Support Landsend. Jack. Jungle Juice. Special. Lamp. Lighter. I think the footage is glitchy because of hacking or supernatural activities that's happening on camera. Absolutely, it's one of those.
The Jungle Juice Special or the Lamplighter.
What's in the Jungle Juice special?
Anything and everything you can think of,
Ew.
as long as it's cheap.
Did anything come back abnormal in the victims from the coroner's toxicology report?
Not
Toxicology.
from anything they ate or drank. So we can rule out group psychosis. Their BAs were kind of high, but
Blood
about
alcohol
it.
level. Hell no, if I go to a lounge bar and get served a jungle juice, I'm out of there. Fair. Nothing new. No. Lamp lighter. Nope. Toxicology. Nope. Damn.
Am I under arrest?
Technically, no.
Well, then you're not getting my blood.
We could place you under arrest. Don't know where you were at the time of the murders.
My alibi is the truth. I've been nothing but kind in answering your
Yeah, I was kind of
questions today.
expecting that.
We appreciate that.
So why don't you ask me what type of blood I have? I'm under oath, aren't I?
Technically, yes.
Okay, no need to threaten to stab me.
What
I'm
the
sure you'd
fuck?
like that. My blood type is AB positive.
AB
Type
positive.
AB positive. As in you're positive, it's type AB, or are you AB positive or AB negative? Which one is it?
It's type AB positive.
So that's
The
not her
first one,
blood
full stop.
at the crime scene. Because I was AB negative at the crime scene. And Caleb's blood is also AB negative. But what type is Heather? Ooh, a bunch of new videos. Yeah, good question. Okay, just a second. Just a second. I need to get some more water and use the washroom again, and then we will continue. I think we're getting there. I think we're about to find out Heather's blood type. Just a second. I am back. I am back. Hello, Scott. Hello, hold on. Hello, Elisar. How are you doing today? How are you doing today?
What's my blood type? That's very thorough, you, Rick. They train you well.
Hey, I'm just doing my job.
Thank you.
Impressive. However, you'd already have it though. It's in my health forms from donkeys ago when I was in training.
Donkeys ago?
Donkeys
An
ago.
expression. It means a long time ago.
Oh.
You forget how old I am.
So you were born donkeys ago. Oh yeah. Should have that here too.
But to answer your question,
Be
I'm
positive. Okay, so it couldn't have been him.
That's pretty rare, isn't it?
It's a little rare, yeah. But most places stock it though.
Interesting.
My blood type? That's
Sounds
a
like
bit
something
personal,
unlocked
but I
right at the last
suppose the likes
second.
of you would like to know these things, however. It's A positive, very common.
Can't
I
possibly
know,
be her
I'm-
then.
I'm like the commoner.
So you wouldn't mind us drawing some blood to confirm?
Actually,
I'm doing
I
good,
would-
just getting on Gotcha Games.
So
Waiting for resets to do it all over again. That's such a mood. That's
I
such a
just can't be
mood.
bothered.
Literally me.
Really? It would only take 2 seconds.
That explains the
to
sparkling
scratch you off the
disposition.
list of
So
suspects.
true.
Oh, so I'm a suspect now. The truth finally comes out. Finally, we're getting somewhere. Under what pretense?
The victims only seem to encounter a few people in town.
Don't make me laugh. Look.
A lot of people would
Michael,
mind if their blood was
I were
taken.
under arrest, you could poke me full of all the holes you've ever desired. However, I'm not.
Okay. Duly noted. You do not consent.
It definitely wasn't
Shame
her
when
anyways.
Things are a bit more difficult, isn't it?
What's the evidence? Ah. Tenant Jeffrey Colton's health form. Let's see. Wait, he's only 24? He looks so much older than 24. What the fuck? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Yeah, it says be positive. And a message. Guys, is everything okay? I've been going off the grid on this, watching your investigation from afar. Our tech guys just pulled me in showing some weird activity going on over your network. Like a hacker, huh? They're looking into it.
What blood type are you?
I don't know. I always forget.
Are you going to see her health
What are
form?
you?
So, we asked the hospital for it, actually. Your type, AB negative.
Huh.
I am? Okay.
So, what's interesting is when you were taken to the hospital, we noticed some dirt under your nails. And we scraped it and collected it. That dirt was actually part
Oh, that was from 1982. Okay, thank you for catching that, because I was going to say that's so weird. That's so weird.
blood. It had blood in it. So we put that blood through a computer and that told us what type of blood it was. It came back AB negative. That's what we got.
Okay.
Your own
We
blood.
know you don't remember fighting anyone, but when we find blood under someone's nails, that typically means there was a fight and someone scratched someone. You
Or-
definitely don't remember fighting anyone, right?
No. I remember getting hit in the mouth or face, but nothing after
By
that.
who?
I don't think I attacked the guy in the house. At least I don't remember fighting him up close. Maybe I scratched him a little when I ran by.
We actually have spoken with that suspect. He's in
But
custody
that
of the
can't
county
be
jail
his
right
blood.
now. We've checked his blood and it doesn't match.
Yeah.
Your blood's actually a pretty rare type. You haven't been depressed lately? Have you ever wanted to hurt yourself
Ah.
or someone else? I mean, really badly? Maybe you got into a fight with your parents or someone, or have you wanted to cut yourself? Maybe get really drunk?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Did any of the kids have the same type of blood? AB negative?
Actually, yeah.
Oh.
One had AB negative.
Oh.
So we have two people with this.
So it was
rare blood.
Alana's blood.
Can we run the test again, make sure it's right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
I think it does make sense, unfortunately. Now, how do we get more info on that? Damn. Okay, fine. Did Alana have scratches? Yes.
Where was I that night? Seen at the Lantern, as you know. I left around 2:15 a.m., shortly after it closed. Walked home, went to bed.
Did anyone see you?
See me what?
Walking home or at home?
Yeah.
I
Were you
don't
with
think she
anyone?
did it.
Who can corroborate?
I was alone the whole time.
Excuse us one moment.
Yeah, she is. And when she left, she did self-soothing behavior.
So you have nobody who can back up your story that you ever met any of the kids that night, and nobody else who can back up your story that you went home and went to sleep.
What reason would I have to hurt them?
Yeah, I don't think she does,
That's ridiculous.
actually.
Come on.
She's just a little sass master. Yes.
You want to know about my car? That's not a question. It's
Okay.
rather old.
Is it the
Hence
Mustang?
the trouble I have with it. An old bug.
Oh.
Yellow. What else would you like
Oh yeah. What about that Mustang?
to know about it?
So when you have trouble, what do? Are you a big mechanic there, Natalie?
No, I'm not. I have someone work on
Started
it,
with the police
obviously.
scrap. Yeah,
You know.
probably.
Who works on it for you?
I've had someone come over to look at it, and I've taken it to the garage. I've owned it for a long time.
So you do take it to Jerry's garage then?
Jerry.
The one over on Main near the train track?
Sus.
Yes, I think I've taken it there before a few times. I don't keep track of stuff like that.
Mood.
Took it there 2 weeks ago?
No. Well, actually, yeah. Come think
What
of
did you
it,
say
it's
no
rare.
before thinking about
so
it?
what did you and the mechanic talk about?
Small talk, nothing important.
Let's see if we get some CCTV footage from Jerry.
Okay, let's look up Jerry again. Oh, there's new evidence. Interesting that you can't find that by looking up Jerry. Okay. It's a beetle. Yep, that's an invoice, alright. Hey guys, have an update. We're definitely seeing some weird traffic across your network. What's odd is that you're still connected on a secure connection. Like there is no possible way anything could be compromised. It's 100% secure. We'll keep an eye on it for sure. As far as the data goes, you have 100% access to that too. You're pulling everything from the network perfectly. If it's not coming up, it's not on the network. Maybe we'll have to arrange someone to go down to the data center and pull it manually. Can't imagine how that would happen though. Sus. That makes it sound like an inside job, to be honest. Garage. Nope. Mechanic. Nope.
The museum cabinet had dirty old sticks, bottles of stuff I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah,
Old
museums come up a few times.
pieces of paper and decorations. This was a long time ago. Then I went for a tarot card reading
Tarot.
recently with my girlfriends. We didn't look around.
Stupid keyboard. Museum. Nope. I don't trust the tech support, Andy. Yeah. He seems fine. But there was a staff member who was typing strangely earlier on. Casey or something like that.
Alright. We got the footage back from the garage.
Any surprises?
I don't know how we're supposed to find some
no,
of this.
None in this case.
Unless
We
you
see
have
Natalie
to
and
press the button
Caleb
for some
talk
of
for
it.
about 30 seconds. However, there is one thing that's interesting. We had someone review all their footage from the past 2 weeks to watch Caleb. And last week, they have this SUV come in.
With the kids.
Notice anyone?
The internet is
It's
cutting
our
up the
victims,
spooky
and
games.
it's
Very immersive.
SUV.
Oh no.
The encounter with Caleb there goes on for a little longer.
What happens?
I don't know, there's no audio, just a couple of conversations.
That's
We
weird.
need to talk about this with the others.
Alright.
Sure, go chat amongst yourselves.
Oh, this must be when they leave her alone. I don't think CCTV... Oh, it does bring up that. Okay. Anything new? No. You know, if you're a police station, I think they get on top of that if they suspected something may be wrong with their data service. Yeah, right? Same case with the fire rate? Yes.
Have you ever been in the Morgan's bedroom?
Wow, that's a bit forward, even for you guys.
Keep in mind, you're under oath.
Oh yeah, Mustang.
I mean, yeah, I've seen it before, sure. Doesn't make me a murderer. Nice try.
How would you find that one? Nope. I think we tried voices. Yeah, no, there's nothing.
That day was just like any other. We got up around 9 or 10. You know,
Why
we're
would
on
there be so many
vacation.
people on Heather's
We
side?
had some food,
Are there though?
Went to town, did some shopping. Alana and Emily and I got some cheap sunglasses and tried on some bathing suits.
Turning
The guys
around
stayed
on
home,
Natalie,
not
that's fair.
Really sure what they did. And I had to run to the
Why are they trying to bury this case? That's a good question.
post office to mail a letter. We got some food and coffee and headed home early in the afternoon. Oh, on our way home we visited some funny magic store. It's owned by a nice lady who we talked to.
Try magic again, I guess.
So we got home maybe around 3. I'm sorry, I'm not much more specific.
There are people messing with the footage, why?
No,
I'm
you're
wondering
fine.
that too.
You're actually being very helpful.
Connections,
Did
maybe?
you say a magic store?
Yeah, you know the one. The old mysticism shop on Main sells rocks and gems and all sorts of stuff. You can get your palm read or your fortune told or something like that.
Fortune,
Oh, yeah.
maybe?
I know it. My kids and I have been in there too. They got a magic kit. Loved it.
The owner's a bit eccentric.
Tried
Not sure
bedroom?
how reliable
No.
the word is anyway, but you were saying?
We went to the store around 3 and then came home and spent the next couple of hours home. Then we went out for dinner. Then went to the bar.
Anything
Maybe they all
happen
seem
on the way
relatively
home from the store?
suspicious, but I'm
Were
sticking with
you
Heather.
all in the house the whole time before you went to the restaurant?
Nothing, and yeah, we were all at home the whole time before dinner.
What did you guys do? Tell us more about them.
Not much. We didn't have a whole lot of time before we got ready. Do you want to know more?
Sure. Tell us more about them. Who they were, basically anything that will help.
Bedroom. Oh, there was a new video for that.
Any idea what happened in the bedroom the night of the attack?
I have no idea. Maybe nothing, my friend's going to sleep. Or something else.
Lewd. Something else. Damn. Hello, how are you doing today? There was something else I was gonna try. Shit, I forgot. Jeff doesn't seem too suspicious, but it could be messing around the precinct. Yeah.
The only thing I remember.
We've seen almost
this
all the
is really
videos,
vague.
so we're really just doing
I'm
completion
not
right
sure,
now.
But I swear the person standing in the living room was wearing something abnormal.
Abnormal, like a beanie.
I remember seeing all one color for their clothes
Huh.
or all one pattern when I ran by. I don't remember anything else about them. That's the only thing. It all happened so quickly though.
Mood.
Maybe something on their head too, or something covering their
You mean
face.
like a beanie? Oops. They did the segs? I think so. I think they did the
house
segs.
just was old. I got a weird vibe there.
Thank you for stopping by, cuz. So enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, like, I don't believe in ghosts, but have you ever walked into a room where a party just happened and everyone left? Like, the room still seems full of life? That's the vibe I got there occasionally.
Shush.
I mean, it's old. We would make fun of Alana about it sometime, but still. It was a free place to spend the summer, and it honestly wasn't that bad. I guess it was her dad's from growing up. The neighborhood seemed nice, though.
Can we chat outside for a minute?
And then they catch her doing some weird shit alone. Whoa. She's tweaked the fuck out. So far, only
We're back.
what's her name has had the
A
weird
couple more
voice
questions
speaking
for
to
you.
her. That makes me think it's like a mental illness type of thing. I think we're only down to like a few videos.
Did you see that? It moved on its own.
What do you mean?
No, really.
I
Oh, the
didn't see
doll.
anything. Maybe I hit it with my hand or something.
Did you see it move?
I didn't, no. I was just looking at these papers.
I just saw it move on its own. I
Huh.
swear.
What are you even saying right now? Maybe she hit it with her hand, or the paper moved it. Maybe these days are getting to you.
I don't think so. That was not normal.
Trying to get her for insanity or something?
Whatever.
Hello, Talking Cheese. How are you doing today?
We can review the tapes.
This is
We
Interrogation
can't.
Files,
We should
Port
do that.
Landsend.
Maybe take the rest of the day off or something.
Doll. Stuffed animal. Animal. Nope. Supernatural. Ghost? Nothing. Wearing a Bluetooth headset and arguing with her cover-up guy is the more exciting explanation.
Jealous of Alana?
Got any oil? No.
I don't think so. That girl's borderline white trash. She's boring. Not really that good looking even, so...
Whoa,
Brian-
whoa.
Jealous of Alana? I don't
Whoa.
think so. That girl's borderline white trash.
Ooh, she was
She's
talking like they
boring.
were best
Not
friends
really
before.
That good looking even, so Brian could do
Damn.
much better. I don't know what he sees in her.
She was talking so nicely about Alana before.
Saw. Can't believe he's gone.
What the fuck?
I mean, there's blood on her hands. She wanted to come out here. She pushed for it. We all went along
What the
with her.
fuck?
She thought she could get closer to Brian this way. I knew they had been having problems.
Well, that's new.
Would you have gotten back together with Brian this summer if he had asked you?
No, I mean, probably not. I'm doing my own thing now.
That was fucking weird. No, Ghosty did the ritual and got the power she was looking for. They specifically mentioned telekinesis as an outcome. Could be that. I think Alana was the keyword for this video. Maybe. We'll try it after this.
Were Brian and Alana ever fighting?
Yeah, Brian and Alana fought a lot at school. I told him to break up with her, that she wasn't worth it. I mean, why should he put
That's so
himself through
weird.
that? And then when I heard they wanted to come out here, that she wanted to come out here for the summer, I knew it was just a way for her to get closer to him and watch over me.
No, it's not a keyword for that. It's weird. Telekinesis. Psychic. Nope.
How much did it upset you?
I'm wondering if some of
When you
these
started
aren't keywords at all and you just actually have to press the button or something.
Yeah. Were you upset?
No.
And the circumstances for when they got together or started dating. Could you briefly go over that for us?
Well, it's not a big deal. Brian came to me and said he wanted to see other people, that we weren't a good match anymore. I
Cause
was
you're
too
a killer.
serious. I'm not sure what he meant, really. We've been dating for
Hello,
almost 2
Amer
years.
Gaming. How are you doing today?
I mean,
Yes, it
I know
is.
now why he did it.
Why was that?
Well, he just wanted to be free and pursue his own
He liked
things.
Alana, yeah.
Had he met Alana at this time?
Yes.
And were they romantically linked?
They became a couple a little while after that.
But do you know if they were linked before that?
No, I don't think they were.
Okay.
She doesn't think they were cheating. They were missing videos for Colton, Ruth, and Heather. Yeah, no, nothing new there. Could see that being true. Would be a tiny bit unsatisfying from a gameplay perspective, yeah.
I got a little depressed at school this year. Maybe it was just being away from home. I take anti-anxiety medication. It helps with my moods.
Do you always take those?
Yes, every day.
Ever not take them?
It took me a while to find the right ones, but since then I've been remembering to take them pretty much consistently.
How long ago was that?
A couple of months.
Huh. There was medication involved, huh?
What do you mean by giving them a fake key?
Just what it sounds like.
I should
Most
mention
people come
fake
to my
key.
store who've heard of the key of John Van Persie. I've read about it from this one story someone came up with on the internet 20 years ago. it kind of took on a life of its own after
20
that, and
years
it's not
ago.
based on facts.
I don't think that's relevant,
so
though.
They're not really what you would call into it genuinely. You'd almost need to be a historian or part of an extremely small circle of people
Yeah,
to
she's
really
a
understand
stone-bladed
So
killer.
for most people, I sell them a feeling at my store, and they mostly harmless or a bit of fun.
Yeah.
On, but it could have been much worse.
Caleb ran away 20 years ago.
One survivor
Oh, you're
of
right.
5 with life-altering injuries, but sure, it could be worse.
I thought that was 15 years ago, actually, but yeah, maybe it was 20.
Yes, from time to time. I don't need many, and they're not exactly flying off the shelves.
So you could put anything you wanted.
I guess she could.
I suppose. In this case, I would have diffused the situation had I given them a key I created.
Okay, maybe she should have given them a fake key.
I know what you're wondering. If it's really possible. I'm
Medium. And future and fortune.
a medium, among other things.
A medium.
No, unfortunately, I don't think
remember
that's the
ever
case.
hearing you offering to tell people's fortunes, or do you need to read lifelines in people's hands?
No, not that. I can offer a different type
Hmm.
of service. I've only just begun very recently, but it's the earthing seance.
Oh, right. I don't know if I tried that earlier. Earthing seance. I might have forgotten to search it.
Care for a demonstration then?
Talk to my dead relatives through you. No thanks, I'm good.
A real seance. Sure.
So what goes on in one of these?
Damn, I made some really
what do you
good
call it?
mac and cheese
Earthing
yesterday, and it was really
seance.
good. Now I want more.
We
It's
can
living
find
rent
out
free in
some
my
interesting
head.
things, perhaps. Shall we try it then? Go, yeah. Your choice, officers.
It's getting close to dinner, so I'm getting hungry. I gotta cook today. We're making pasta. Earthing seance. Did I look this up? Oh, I did miss this. Shit.
We'll need to turn the
Oopsies.
lights down low.
I don't know.
We need a single central light source.
I don't apologize. Be hungry.
Oh, and tell
She's a
me
medium and what's a small.
what you want to know.
Will my phone work?
What did my ex-wife do with all my money?
Place your hands on the table.
Hell, gambling is my favorite
Tell us who
activity.
killed them. The student.
Mac and cheese in your head? Yes.
I'll contact them.
Ooh. Can I pay you $10 for a plate of pasta?
Down.
Yes. Yes, you may.
Into the light.
Ugh, it's
Yes.
pretty bright.
Look at the table then. Look through the table.
I can't
I
see
see
the
the
table
floor.
or the floor.
The layers directly
I would if I could.
below the floor. Each one below it.
Oh, it's glitching
Past
out.
the floor. Keep going. Past.
I don't think
each
she's summoning
floor
anything.
of the building. You're at the ground. What do you see?
Good question. I can't see anything except the video, actually.
Beyond.
Curious about the murder when you can eat mac and cheese? Exactly. Just about the little things in life, not the big things.
Further.
Yeah, I wish we could actually see, like, an above shot for this.
Dark and cold.
Try fettuccine alfredo if you haven't. I do like fettuccine alfredo. I like adding some shrimp and stuff, too.
Down.
Rock.
to the
Rock and
center.
lava, yeah. Magma. Magma.
Almost there. Darker and darker.
Okay, but what did the kids say? What did they say?
Further.
Chicken alfredo's also good.
We're there.
Ooh. What the fuck?
You're here now too. We've come for knowledge.
Okay. Whoa.
The knowledge of who extinguished the spirits in the mortal realm of Emily Thomas.
Oh my god.
Brian
What the fuck?
Watson, Gregory Sims, and Alana Morgan.
What the fuck?
Speak to me as I am one
I'm glad they had the good actress do this.
of you. What is asked before us? Guide me to the light.
Someone edited this? They might have.
Through the truth.
Can't go wrong with homemade spaghetti meatballs? Yeah, that's what I'm making. Spaghetti meatballs.
Guide me to the light and through the truth. Guide me.
Hello, fan of the terror. How are you doing today?
I await your guidance.
What the fuck?
Whoa. Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay. Can someone flip the lights for us? Never mind. I'll find them.
Hello, Anson. How are you doing today?
There's evil in here.
Look, we're hungry, okay? Whoa. What the fuck? They're all lying. Don't let them get away with it. Each one will betray the other in order to save themselves. I don't know if that's true.
That was fun. Spooky. Like a real life horror movie.
The hacker arrived, yeah.
So we did your song and dance. Now, what did the ghost tell you, Ruth?
Demons, right?
I sensed there was an evil nearby, not demons necessarily. How close, I can't be certain.
It's like I just
What
made that with
exactly
my
it
mom the
was,
other
I
day.
don't
Followed an
know.
old Italian grandma's recipe
That
with
could
some good
mean it,
meatballs.
or
Okay,
they
I don't
were
make the
in
meatballs,
one,
just the sketty. The meatballs are frozen, but they're
or the
tasty as fuck,
building was
okay?
somewhere else. I'm not that experienced with the process.
The unknown is pretty low.
Well,
See, I agree.
That would have been nice to learn
Interactive
some
movie
names.
game? Yes, exactly.
Still, this makes some nice footage. Come to court time.
Convict
Is
all
this
of
even
them?
admissible in court?
I don't think it's
No,
all of them.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry. I'm new to this.
I do think they each have things that they lied
There was
about, but I don't
something
think they were all
blocking me.
involved.
Something stopping it all.
Too bad.
I have never heard of
Right
that
before
too,
I
so
was
what
cut
is
off,
that?
I saw two faces. Officer Colton and the girl. They were whispering
Ah.
together.
So
Yeah,
Colton
police
could have been
before the
interfering.
events that night. She warned him about what was going to happen. She was asking to be rescued. That she couldn't know if her plan to hurt the others was going to work.
What the fuck?
To be pulled from the circle. And then 3 other faces there that night. A mirror. All gaining extraordinary
What the fuck?
Wow. That's real. That's what you saw?
Sorry, Len. I feel lightheaded.
Have some water.
Me
That's
too,
one
lead. Me too.
explanation, I suppose. Or maybe their ghosts are just saying, yeah, Ruth. Who knows?
That was so fucking weird, but I'm here for it. Whoa, not sure what those glitches were. Like I said, the functionality is glitchy. Funding for it was pulled halfway through development by Olympia to use on some new boondoggle transit plan. The database is alpha or beta at best. Olympia. That's not the first time that's come up. Olympia. No. There's nothing wrong with that. We certainly ain't making them like that every single time. Mood. Sick. Pasta is a pretty big deal for me, as half the time I have to deal with the most odd friends when it comes to being Italian, but honestly love the pasta. I love pasta. Russian meatballs. What's in them? What's in them? Spicy meatball stew. Ooh, that sounds tasty. I fucking love meatballs. I don't have any pasta stories. Make some. Make some pasta and some stories.
Terry's deposition has been filed. If you'd like to look it over, you can. Pretty much is exactly what I've been saying.
Terry. Oretzi Ete. I have never heard of that. What is this?
What are you saying?
I don't know. It's like I'm always around you when the electrical stuff goes crazy.
Ah,
First it was the lights. Not
So
to
there was
mention the
interference.
TVs in the surveillance room earlier. I just don't get it. You're like a human lightning rod or something. I can't see how that's possible though. Can we try something?
yeah, that is
Weird
weird.
things have happened today. What do you have in mind?
This can. It's metal, right?
Thinks he has
Grab one
magnets.
end while I'm holding it.
He thinks he's hiding magnets.
So you think I'm some kind of human lightning rod? Sure, I'll grab a can. Guess you'll have to come up with some other theory.
Darn. That
Aww.
would have been kind of cool, though. Guess it's just random. Maybe it's the room, or whatever it is.
That's
It's just not doing
sus.
it right now.
Damn. Magnets, how do they work? I guess we'll never know now. I didn't know for sure, but I would guess that the ingredients are Russian meatballs. You could be right. The Russians are the meatballs, oh no. Wait, so are there two separate hackers? No, I think the hacker is the policeman. I think it might be Colton, to be completely honest. When I went to Europe after we had dinner, my friend would go out and get some carbonara every night. I've only had shitty grocery store carbonara and it was awful, but I bet the real thing is great.
Yeah, there were sheets spread out. White sheets everywhere.
The kind
Yeah.
of furniture to keep the dust off when you're gone for a while. Is that what it was?
I only know of little old ladies that do that. Elena's parents, the homeowners, are in their 50s though.
I do
They've
think
been
he has some
contacted,
kind of
right?
interference,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's
broken news to
magic.
them. They were pretty upset. They're coming in town now.
Did you ask about the sheets?
I don't
Yeah.
know why he would
If you're
help
trying
her
to keep
though.
the furniture clean, you would only put them on the furniture usually. Is it possible the kids brought them from school or got them here?
I don't know why Lieutenant Colton would help Heather.
No idea where they came from. We can probably find it though.
They were burned up a little too. Must have got fired.
This fun school trip wiped out my
Maybe
bank
it
account
was
though.
whatever
Damn.
exploded, the bomb or the candles.
I bet. I would
I'm
also wipe
surprised the
out my
whole
bank
house
account
didn't
on
get fired.
pasta.
Must have been an eerie sight walking into that.
Red, white, and black. All over. Not much else for color in the room.
So these fools all did some supernatural things? They might have. It's hard to tell if we're supposed to be using logic or what.
My day yesterday was pretty routine. I checked in here at my normal time, looked over some emails and reports, and then checked out the patrol car. Probably around 11.
I
Got out
love
on the road
jalapenos,
like
too.
normal. Drugstore called in some vandalism, which I confirmed. Miss Hopkins reported her cat missing again, which turned out to be behind her house.
So you think he
And
might
then I
have
spent some
gotten
time
involved because Alana was involved in his niece's death? That could be it.
trying to catch speeders coming into town.
Catch any?
Nah, slow day.
Anything else?
Nope, that was pretty much it.
That's all the videos. Okay, there's no extra evidence or anything. Alright, my answer is not changing. I still think it was Heather. Oh, you could accuse multiple suspects. Oh shit. Damn, why is Natalie's name lowercase? Is it just Heather or is it Lieutenant Colton and Heather? I don't think Ruth was lying. I don't think Ruth was lying. If you consider that Heather has an insider helping her, it does make sense. Could it just be Heather? Yes, and it might be, and I might be wrong. But I think them working together makes more sense than them not working together. Conspiracy or soul job? That's the question. Okay, guys, we're locking it in. We're locking it in. Am I right? Am I wrong? Probably wrong, but definitely Heather. Was all interested, you sure? Accused at least one main perpetrator, but was I right or not? Hello, Liz. How are you doing today?
We want to cut to some breaking news from the west side of the state. Police have just released the body cam footage of the arrest of the
So
suspects
true.
in the notorious student house murders that took place last year in Port Landsend. While details of the investigation are being kept confidential, authorities have told us that the arrests are the outcome of weeks
True.
of intense scrutiny over the interrogation footage and conflicting
There's
statements
an achievement
from
for
the main
accusing all of
suspects
them.
in the case. We're going to cut directly to that footage now.
Heather? Heather Gardner, I have a warrant for your arrest.
Was
You're
I
under
right?
arrest for the murder
Wrong.
of 4 of your friends.
Are you kidding me? What?
You have the right to remain silent.
Well, your
Anything you
supernatural
say can and
powers
will
ain't
be
gonna help
used
you
against
now,
in the court
bub.
of law.
Jeff, you know why I'm here.
What's going on?
We gotta take you in.
Take me in?
DA called this morning, and we got a warrant. Up against a truck.
If nothing
Let's
else,
go
he
in
was
the
definitely
truck.
interfering with the
You have the right to remain silent.
investigation.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand your rights if I've read them to you?
Yeah, I understand my rights. I've been doing this for 26 years.
Damn.
I cleaned this town up, and this is how they repay me.
After a long trial, the court has reached a verdict. Are you ready to see the outcome? Yes.
The trial of the infamous Port Landsend massacre came to a close yesterday in a
I just can't see how there couldn't be interference if they didn't detect anything weird on the network. It would have had to have been an inside job, right?
Pierce County Courthouse. The crime shocked the otherwise closed
Bofa did
community in 2012 when police uncovered the remains of 4 students in a
Bofa.
house near the center of town. The case was
I don't know what
initially
would happen,
plagued by
Amory.
lax police work and conflicting suspect testimony, taking investigators years to sift through what they called one of the most complex investigations ever undertaken. The dramatic case took many twists and turns. Judge Susan Arbea was there to deliver sentencing today.
What's the outcome? Okay, come on, tell us. Oh, separate video.
Miss Gardner, please stand.
Oh god, the fucking green screen looks so bad. Put her in a real setup.
Superior
Come on.
Court of Washington and Pierce County.
I can
in
see,
the
like,
matter
the
of
edge,
people of
the green
Washington
edge.
versus Heather Jane Gardner. Case number 07835.
Okay, she was found guilty.
BLA.
Obviously.
Finds the defendant, Heather Gardner, guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187-A.
But were we actually right?
A felony upon Emily Thomas, Brian
Yeah,
Watson,
a poorly edited
Gregory
YouTube
Sims,
video.
and Alana Morgan, human beings, as charged in count 1 of the information. Ms. Gardner, you've now been found guilty of murder by a panel of your peers.
But were we right?
Your jealousy was proven to be the ultimate undoing of your rational demeanor. Instead of accepting things you could not change with regard to your personal relationships, you chose instead to dive into the world of these alleged dark arts.
What chemicals
Something
and
most
shit
of
was
us know
used? I need to
nothing
know.
about. However, the details of these rituals and maligned arts aren't
Oh,
really
okay, so you're not
important.
going to tell us. Fine.
What we do know is the outcome of your experiments. You wished for
I don't
bad
think she
things to happen to your friend
specified, did
Alana.
she?
You attempted to put a spell on her, while saving yourself from the effects of your friend's ritual. Little did you know just how bad the outcome
What's
of
with
these
weird
experiments
zoom
would be. An errant fire that quickly got out of control,
Yeah, me too,
causing
Jason.
harm not only to your peers but to yourself as well in the process. This was a friend of yours and her family who invited you to spend the summer at their house free of charge. You
Free of
betrayed their
charge.
trust in the most egregious of ways. Had it not been for the actions of another person, your accomplice, you would not be alive today.
I mean, they didn't necessarily confirm
May
or
I
deny it. I
remind
think they
you
left it
and
open
everyone else in
intentionally.
this courtroom that life is a precious gift.
I think you're supposed to make your own
one we
conclusion,
have
maybe.
no right to take from others. Sentencing will be determined at a later date. I wish you the best as you prepare for a long incarceration.
Okay, but what about the cop?
Superior Court of Washington in Pierce County, in the matter of the people of Washington versus Jeffrey Colton. Case number 07834-BLA.
We got him. We got him. But were we right?
Finds the defendant, Jeffrey Colton,
Or does it say not guilty
of
if
the
we're
crime of
wrong?
murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187-A.
Jeff.
Emily Thomas,
You
Brian
guys, those of
Watson,
you who kept saying Jeff was sus, were
Alana
so
Morgan.
right.
Human beings, as charged in count 1 of the information. Mr. Colton, you served the town of Port Landsend proudly your entire career. We're held in the highest esteem amongst your peers and we're a role model for the younger
Yeah.
kids. Why you chose to throw all that away for a single selfish choice, I will never know. You played God with the lives of 5 young people, saving one, Miss Heather Gardner. Were you hoping to make up for a past tragedy?
Oh.
Did you act out of misplaced loyalty to her father, a former cadet who served with you?
Did
In
we know
making
about
that
that?
choice, you sacrificed the lives and futures of 4 other young people.
Can't believe it was Jeff all along.
Young people you unfairly judged and held in contempt just for their fascination with witchcraft. You made the decision to turn on the gas stove. You knew they had the handles.
Whoa.
People you unfairly
Excuse
judged
me?
and held in contempt just for their
What did she
fascination
just say?
with witchcraft. You made the decision to turn on the gas stove. You knew they had lit candles, and you made the decision to watch
What?
them die after pulling Miss Gardner away to safety.
Whoa. So it
We
was
may
gas
not know the
poisoning.
exact details of what went on in that room that day, but we do know the actors and the outcome. You robbed them and their
Holy
families
shit.
of a chance at a future. And all this in a vain attempt to craft the town in your own image. Perhaps to revert to a time long ago past.
Go on crazy spiritual diatribes during his interview.
Jeffrey, the world has moved on. Like it or not, it's up to each one of us to move forward in a positive way, embracing a future that we all must move towards together. I have no more to say on the matter, with men sentencing at a later date to be determined. I expect you to spend the rest of your days behind bars.
Mac and cheese for life. Okay, that would be a good sentence,
Take out
though.
with the lives of others. Take it away.
Was I right, though? The most guilty parties. Oh, yes. Hell yeah, we got them. However, some suspects got away with other crimes. I mean, we knew there was other crimes, but I didn't know we were just... I didn't know we were supposed to get everyone for something because they all lied about something or other. Damn. Was I actually just supposed to get everyone who did something? I mean, I guess they were all guilty in a way, except maybe Natalie. Oh, it's just stuck like that. Okay. Anything new here? No. Okay, well, it's just forever like this. Wait, additional extras. Wait, what did that say? Have been unlocked in the other options. Other options. What? Oh. Oh, okay. Reference art. Oh, it's just like, gotcha. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, I don't actually care about that stuff. Damn. Caleb, maybe? I don't know if Ruth did anything, but I guess she was technically an accessory for getting robbed. That doesn't make any sense, so probably not. Maybe Natalie and Caleb? I don't know. I don't know. Now what? More things? No. No, this is a 3.5-hour stream. Now I am the stream and go take a shower and then make dinner. Alright, thank you guys for stopping by. Tomorrow at 12:30 we will be doing unarchived karaoke. If you want to listen to bad singing, show up. If you don't. It will not be good, okay? Alright, if you're tired, go get some sleep. If you're hungry, go get something to eat. If you're thirsty, go get something to drink. I'm going to also look for more FMV games because that was fucking fun. Good night, guys. What about the other endings? I can't access them from this save file, so it is what it is. I'm sorry.